Welcome back to Two Brothers Comics. I'm Nick, and tonight we have an awesome show planned for you guys. We're going to be talking about the big Disney Investor Day that took place Friday, and we have a special guest, so you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So thanks so much for everybody showing up, hanging out with us tonight. The chat is already moving pretty quickly. We do have a special guest that's going to hang out with us for a little bit for the first part of the show, talk about some exciting things he has going on. I would imagine 99% of you guys are familiar and know him well. So let's go ahead and bring him on, Mr. Jim Mint Collectibles.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, Jim? How are you doing tonight, man?
Doing great, thank you. And you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. I am excited for Christmas. I got the Christmas tree going, the fireplace going.
I see you got the fireplace going. Looks all cozy and warm back there.
That's right, but it's actually about 45 degrees out here, so I'm a little cold. So hopefully you guys, the crackling doesn't bother any audio, but I thought it would actually be quite hilarious to have that going. So Jim, man, so is Jim Mint the first name and then Collectibles the last name? Is that what you changed it to on the
so Mr. Collectibles to you.
Right on, man. Right on. So let's say hey to some people in the chat, man. They showed up early for you. Omega Comics, what's happening? Legion, hello.
Yo.
Dan, familiar face to both channels for sure. Austin LeMay, Chaos, what's happening? Yeah, man, you finally got that, fourth month emoji? What's going on, Birch? Oh, man. All right, Whack, what's up? B. Ramey. Bing, what's going on? Lost in Comics. Saw you earlier on their show this week. Great group of guys. Thank you, Justin. I do appreciate you, man.
It is classy.
I try to class up the place, guys. Oh, and real quick, Dustin will be on here in just a few minutes, hopefully. He's running a little bit behind. He had some family things. Full of it, man. Look, he comes on your show one time, and now he acts like he doesn't have to show up again.
Now he can't get his head through the door.
Right. Let's see. Lo-Fi. Shout out Jim Mint. That's right.
What up, Lo-Fi?
Legion. Mac. Ruben, another familiar face to you, I'm sure.
Another slacker. No, I'm just joking.
What's up, Nosh? What's up, Perry?
Yo, Perry.
Todd.
Hero, what up?
And then everybody's just dropping a bunch of what's up, Jims.
Yeah.
2 omnibus kings. No. You got one king and a wannabe, man. So that's right on, guys. So Jim's gonna come on for the first part of the show, have a little discussion here, and actually that might be a good topic, man. How much you have actually changed my collection style. I did a video about it a little bit.
I saw it,
and really COVID, and then kind of really digging deep into your videos and stuff. You know, I've never been one to really follow. But what I'll tell you is, completely changed everything for me. My collection style, what I like to do, specifically like Berserk.
Yeah.
Man, that series is absolutely wonderful. And as somebody who would never picked up a manga.
The same thing, man. I never read manga. Like, me and my friends grew up watching X-Men, Spider-Man, and Batman cartoons. Like, we always made fun of our friends who watched Dragon Ball Z. And it's like, I never thought manga or anime was cool, but like Berserk got me into it. Then Berserk got me reading Hellsing, Blade of the Immortal, Death Note, Akira, and all that stuff. And I'm like you, man. I've never been a follower, but when an idea is good. Like I like you. I found somebody else on YouTube or whoever with the omnibus stuff, and it's just like, dang, like if you read single issues, you gotta love omnibus because. You don't have to hunt down the single issues, or even if you do, you bag and board them. They're in a box. It's a white plain box. Now they have art boxes, but it's like you don't even see them. So the fact that you get the whole story, it looks good on the shelf. They are collectible. It just scratched so many itches for me as a collector. So it was like a no-brainer.
Oh, for sure. And I know you mentioned Dragon Ball Z. Now, I did grow up watching Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. That was actually the only run of comics that I've completed from first issue to last issue was the Viz Comics Dragon Ball Z run.
Wow.
So, but like the manga.
And for the record, I've gone back as an adult, and I love Dragon Ball Z. I think it's such a rich universe, and it's like I get it now. But back then, I don't know. It just was so different than what I was used to, you know? So it was like, I don't know, for whatever reason, I didn't get into it as a kid.
I don't blame you, man. I mean, Dustin still won't touch it, but he grew up, loving the heck out of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Me too, yeah.
So, yeah, and I've tried to get into the Power Ranger stuff, like even reading it, but I struggle with it, man.
Yeah, if you didn't watch it around that sweet spot, you know what I'm saying? When you were like, I think I was in elementary school, and I used to ride my bike home from school and catch it. The new episode would come on right when I got home.
Yeah, and Dustin has about 5 years on me, so you're probably about 8 years older. So I just kind of missed the curve on that, I guess. But I grew up more Pokemon and the Yu-Gi-Oh type stuff.
Never Pokemon. I never got into any of that stuff.
Well, see, and what's funny is, Very Gary. Have you ever noticed his? Well, if you never got into it, he's got this big Yu-Gi-Oh pyramid thing in his room tour. And I messaged him one day about it, and he was a what did he call it? Championship Yu-Gi-Oh dealer. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't even know that about him.
I saw it in his room tour, man. If you go back and look, there's this golden pyramid, and it's upside down, and it's technically a puzzle, and it's a big thing from the show. It'd be like your Pokeball from Pokemon or whatever, right? So it's a big deal. And I commented or whatever, and he's like something about a world championship or regional championship dueler or something like that. So I thought
Gary's got weird taste to begin with, because like his favorite characters are like Thor, Green Lantern, He-Man, like such a wide, weird group of characters.
Well, and I'm actually going back now and reading the Jeff Johns run on Green Lantern through the DC.
Oh yeah, that's classic though.
And one thing that I've really changed in the last 6 weeks is reading more digitally through the DC app. I went and bought an iPad. Very similar to like the omnibus, right? I mean, I can just sit and read through and flip through in the iPad.
Convenient, yeah.
And it is super convenient because I travel a lot, so I can sit and read wherever. I don't have to carry a short box with me or a 90-pound omnibus. So, but yeah, man, that Jeff Johns Green Lantern has been an absolutely wonderful read for sure. So DBZ's the truth. That's right. But real quick, guys, so while everybody's in the chat, what Jim here he's going to talk about his book here in just a minute, but I do want to let you guys know we're going to be doing a giveaway tonight. I'm going to buy a couple of copies of his cover for you guys. What we'll do, the rules basically, you post to Instagram something, whether it's a cover of the comic book he's putting out, just something about the book. Use the hashtag JimMint16. JimMint16, and that's how I'm going to use to pull all the Instagram posts. So make sure that's in there because it is the Vampirella 16 cover. And I'm going to buy a couple of copies. And next week I'll draw for that and I'll purchase and we'll contact you that way. So if you're watching it on the replay, you can still enter in up until next Saturday night. So Jim, tell me a little about this cover, man, and kind of how this all came about.
Yeah, so it's something that I've wanted to do probably before even YouTube, when I was just on Instagram and just like buying and selling and slabbing books and flipping books. I always wanted like my own brand on a cover. And I always had, I'm sorry?
I said for sure.
Oh, yeah. I always had like this want to do that. I always want to put Gem in on everything. Sometimes we joke, if you watch a live stream, like how many times can you see Gem Mint Collectibles on the screen, whether it's our shirts or the banner or the block or whatever? Well,
it's funny you say that because like Dustin and people on Instagram and stuff, they always like make jokes at me. But like my degree's in marketing, right? So I go to school for marketing. That's why I think branding, whatever I can do. And that's the same way, man. I'll put a sticker on anything and everything. And everybody, like, I even have this stupid down here.
Yeah.
Like this piece of plastic board that I had printed out just so I could fill the space with our logo.
I like that.
But so Dustin kind of calmed me down on it. Like, dude, it doesn't have to be on everything. But that's funny though, man. I mean, but that's how you create a brand, repetition.
Yeah. I'm big on that, you know, and I was fortunate enough that the name had like an emoji that kind of went with it too, so it all just kind of worked out, you know.
That was perfect, man. I was actually, I was gonna try to put the little gem emoji because I feel like, man, that's the icon from your channel, right? Like the iconic imagery is the gem. So I was gonna try to put that on the thumbnail, but I never got around to it today. But anyway, so back to the cover.
So it's a weird thing to be like, I don't know. You know, if you want to do an exclusive cover with companies, like you could do it. You know what I'm saying? You might have to pay though. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have to buy X amount of copies or whatever. So I always kind of just kept it in the back of my mind that it's something that I would do eventually. But I have a good relationship with a lot of like publishers. Like I have somebody I talk to from Dynamite and Valiant, like on the regular, you know. So I just kind of threw it out there as a, let me just throw it out there and see what happens. And I expressed interest in it. And I think, the guy from Dynamite was just like, well, we can make that happen, And then I was like, hey, if I do it, though, I want to commission my own artwork, and I want a gem to be somewhere on the cover. Like, I don't want to just pick random artwork. I don't like that. I want it to be special. Like, it's a reason why it's a gem and exclusive, not just because you can only get it from me, but it has a piece of the brand in the artwork. So it's always kind of a weird thing to ask, because I feel like, are they going to be like, what are you talking about? No one's going to do, I don't know what to expect, but they were cool with it. They're like, no, we could do that. So some time went by. It's kind of like this weird pandemic thing and everything. So eventually they hit me back like, yo, let's do the cover. Here's a couple different artists. And I looked through them, and one of them I was like, okay, boom, I like that style. I like how he was like very detailed in the background and everything. So we picked him, we gave him the direction, he came back with the sketches, and it just kind of moved forward from there. Now, I always had the idea of crowdfunding, and I've been wanting to do that for a long time now, ever since I've seen a lot of these independent comic creators crushing it with the crowdfunding, because I was like, dang, what if I order 500 copies? But what if I could sell 5,000 copies? I kind of wanted to have it where the sky was the limit and just crowdfund it. Yeah. Now, it didn't really work out that way. I'm learning, so it doesn't really matter how big your subscriber base is or how many Instagram followers you have. It's still a grind, man. Like, I think we have 78 backers right now. We still have like 25 days left, but it's not like, it's not going huge, but it's still a successful thing, so it's a learning experience. And the crowdfunding way just makes it where you can get a lot of different options. I don't know how, I don't have to guess how many copies to order and all that stuff.
Yeah, the risk is definitely low there, right? Because back when we first started this back in January, starting in March, we had a relationship with the writer of a book coming from Scout, and he approached us. He's like, would you guys be interested in doing an exclusive cover, help me promote, whatever?
There you go, yeah.
And so we looked into it, but I mean, more on the back end than probably most people at this point, but the cost, man, I mean, up front is not cheap.
Nah.
Like, I'm not saying it's not tens of thousands of dollars, right?
Nah, but it might cost you $2,000-$3,000. And
that's not a small chunk of change to just have sitting out there that you don't know if you were even come close to making it back.
Right. So
we're like, no, we can't do that. But doing it this way, I mean, that's a very low risk with the high reward. People get what they want. And
Although I do feel like if I had physical copies, if I had 500 physical copies, I feel like it would be easier to sell those. Like, they're in hand. Here it is. I'll ship it right to you. There's only this much left. So I think there is a difference. I think with the whole crowdfunding, people might assume, I'll get to it later, and then never get to it,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I did that with, I almost did that with Todd McFarlane's Spawn Kickstarter this year. So I kept putting it off. And
I did that. And I didn't get it.
Oh, you did? See, I actually did end up picking up the 3-pack. And man, those things people were selling those before it even showed up for like $1,700 on eBay at one point.
What?
Before it's even shown up. And the max cost on it was like $184.
Yeah, it was like $60 each or something, right?
Yeah. Can you imagine that kind of return on something? It's not.
I'd have flipped it on eBay too.
Yeah. So it's taking everything I have, not to just put it up there to see, but I don't know, man. I want to see what happens when it shows up.
You can buy 2-3 sideshow statues then.
I know, right? So, and that was something else. And guys,
Nick, that's how the hobby funds itself, baby.
That's right. And that's the hardest thing for me, man. Is once I buy something, I get really, really attached to it.
Oh, not me.
And it's hard for me to sell stuff.
I just like the constant influx of new stuff. I like to keep it. It's nice to have. But I don't ever have that feel like I can't sell it. The biggest problem for me is not wanting to break up a line. Like, I can't sell one of my X-Men statues. I just can't do it because that means they all got to go. How am I going to not have Emma Frost? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a line breaker kind of guy. So sometimes, like, even right now, I just put on Facebook, I'm selling all of my custom statues, all my fan art statues, because I don't display them. They're in a box. They're in storage. And it's like $6,000 worth of goods there. So I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. They're prototypes and everything. So I think I sold like 3 of them, and I have like 4 of them left. So time to take that money and put it into something else.
Well, and that's what I'm doing with that that hot toy I bought, man. And you and I were talking about that a little bit earlier.
Yep.
That they turned out to not be exactly what I thought it was going to be, because I was going to buy one for Dustin for his birthday, and I took it down to Atlanta and I showed him. I was like, look, man, you may want to touch this thing and actually get your hands on it before I buy you one for your birthday. And we both decided, it's not really for us. So I'm going to wait, see if they sell out at Sideshow, and maybe try to resell it, get my money back on it, put it towards a statue. But it is, man. And that's what's tough for me with these floppies now that I've swapped gears, because I have, 10, 15 short boxes full of floppies. I don't touch them. They just sit there. It's my daily tools or whatever. But these, man, I mean, they look good on the shelf. You can display them, whatever. And it's like I'm having a hard time not going and selling those. But at the same time, daily pulls now are a couple bucks a piece, maybe. Might get $1.50, $2 out of it. So is it?
Bro, I got so many single issues that I need to sell, but I just don't want to deal with it, man.
Yeah. So it's almost like maybe I should find like a hospital for kids to get, you know what I mean?
You donate them.
Yeah. Comic book for kids, man. They're a good place to be. But let's get back to your exclusive here. So it is from Dynamite Entertainment. It does come with the Vampirella 16 and the gem on the cover. So let's talk about a little bit about the variants here, just to tell people kind of what it is actually, the options there. So you have the main cover.
Yeah, so you got the main cover, which is $20.
Yep.
You can get the Virgin cover for $20 or the black and white for $20, which a lot of people were surprised that the Virgin was the same cost. I guess typically in these types of variants, the Virgins cost more. So $20 for a cover. If you want all three, you could get a discount. I think it's $50 for all three.
Yep, it is.
Okay. Yeah.
And
so
you can also get a remarked one for $50. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. So Ken Haser is the artist. So he'll remark them for the $50, the raw copy. He'll do CGC remarks or just signatures or a blank sketch variant. The blank sketch variant for the raw copy is super affordable too, man. And he has a little example of like an alternate gem version,
Yep, right here in the middle. Is this the one you're talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, yeah, I can see him. Yeah, so I think his remarks are dope too. You could kind of see on the bottom left there. I don't know if you maybe want to point it out to them, but his little Vampirella remarks. And I really wanted to do Vampirella with them because I felt like she's such an iconic character. Vampirella's been around over 50 years. It's kind of like the equivalent of having a character that I would collect a statue of, And speaking of statues, they do have their two Vampirella statues here as well.
That I was going to bring that up. Of course, you can't have a gem mint variant without having the ability to buy a statue of it, right?
And that's how they felt. They felt the same way.
That's awesome, man. And it looks pretty cool with all of those skulls. So there's two. Well, is this considered a statue? Or is this more of just like a figure?
No, that's a statue. Actually, I just reviewed both of those in a video that I dropped this morning, so you guys can get a better idea of what they are. Now, they're smaller scale pieces, probably like around 1/8 scale, or maybe one. I don't know. I think they're smaller than 1/6. But the bust is super dope because the blood that's dripping down her mouth is what turns into her costume. That's not her costume. That's blood dripping down, and then you have the little base skulls. So, I mean, you can see it on the video I dropped today if you want to get an idea of the scale. But, they're smaller scale, affordable statues.
Perfect. Hey, Austin, if you're in the chat, man, or Ruben, would one of you guys drop that in the chat for me, his video from this morning?
Appreciate it. Yeah.
So you can get the CGC 9.8 in all of these. And honestly, man, that's super affordable because you figure all said and done, $20 for the cover, plus the grading fees and shipping. I mean, that's super cheap, man.
Well, check this out. So the CGC option is the best bet for all three because it's $100 for the cover at a CGC 9.8, and you can get that for the regular, the Virgin, or the black and white, or you can get all three slab for $200. So it's basically buy two get one free on the CGC 9.8.
Oh, for sure. Then that is
now. And then they have a metal variant, which is super cool, like a metal cover variant, which is $100 for the raw. $300 for the CGC, which is 9.6 or better. So I think there's a little concern on guaranteeing 9.8, but yeah, I mean, but I hear great things about the metal covers. I hear they look amazing.
So I don't mean to interrupt, but this is hilarious. Just tuning in, but man, Dustin sounds so much more eloquent next to Nick here. Wow,
this is a sophisticated episode of Two Brothers.
Oh man, hey, I appreciate you guys dropping the link for me. I do appreciate it. Some of the best people around.
And really quick, I want to answer. Somebody asked me a question in the chat. I hope they're still here, but who was it? He was right here. Joe Joe asked me if I'm still in Florida because he goes to Past, Present, Future in West Palm Beach. I am no longer in South Florida. We moved about 3 years ago, but that was my local comic shop when I got back into comics. Every Wednesday, I would drive to PPF, pick up the new books, and it was like Spider Island, Agent Venom. I think Miles Morales had just showed up in the 616. Yeah, that era.
Okay. All right. Right on, man. Right on. So how did you get in touch with Ken Haser?
Through Dynamite. Dynamite had a couple of artists they suggested, and he had the work that I felt worked the best, and they put it all together. I just gave them what I wanted. They relayed that to him, and then he came back with a couple different options, and then we just picked one and rolled with it.
Jim, you have to show off that metal cover in a video.
I know. I mean, the problem is, this is the first one, so once this one's over, we'll have copies in hand, and then maybe we'll get to do another one, and people have a better idea what to expect.
Right on. So, you have any plans to do any additional ones with anybody? I know IDW's put theirs on hold and stuff, but
yeah, me and Comic Tom have plans to do one together, a joint one through his mystery mail call.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, he does it all the time anyway, so it just makes sense. And I think we might do something with Dynamite for that one as well, with a different IP.
Okay. Right on, man. Right on. So, guys, anybody in the chat has any more questions for Jim, definitely drop them. Here we go. Jim, what made you decide Dynamite and crowdfunding? How often are you planning an exclusive? So I know you answered this a little bit earlier, but we have quite a few more people in if you want to talk.
Yeah, the crowdfunding option just made the most sense for me because I don't typically mail out comics. Like, I don't sell comics on the regular, so I don't have a distribution network set up. I didn't know how many to order. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't want to shortchange myself. If I could sell a lot, I didn't want to limit myself to just a certain amount of copies. And doing it this way, I thought, Dynamite has already established their Indiegogo account. They'll be running it. And doing it this way, all I really got to do is promote it, and they handle everything else, the production, the shipping, and everything. So it just seemed like a more stress-free way to go that had like a no ceiling, no cap attached to it. So it was just like the pros and cons. Like, there was no cons. It was all pros,
100%. Like I said, very, very little risk.
Right. The risk to reward was crazy.
And that's what it's all about, man. A lot of times in business. So, Jim, do you think you'll do another cover with a different book? I'd love to see a Jim and Haha variant. So have you seen Haha #1 coming out?
I have not. Okay.
So it's this new horror title, I believe, from Image Comics. And we dropped a cover reveal this week that Megan Hutchison did. So she's married down to Kate, and she does a ton of these new horror themed exclusive covers for the 616. And they did this really insane McDonald's homage to, I'm sorry, I can't say that. A really insane Burger Company homage. Sorry, I'm not allowed to technically say that, I guess. I got dibs on drawing the next Jim Min exclusive, Austin. Have you seen his work?
I have not. I didn't. That's why he said that. I didn't even know.
Yeah, man, he's been doing some amazing sketch covers. Really good stuff. So
I would love to continue to do that, man. But a lot of it is kind of like on the success of this one, So
well, it seems to be doing okay, man. I mean, all things considered, first one you funded in hours. And you're over the 5K mark. I mean, at what point? So obviously, it's a success. I cannot talk. It is a positive thing right now. At what point do you call it a major success?
Man, what would I consider a major success if it hit like tens of thousands? Tens of thousands of dollars. It would be a major success.
Tens of thousands. So what you're talking?
Like if it hit like 30 grand, it would be a huge success.
That's huge. Right on, man. And do you think dropping it at Christmas time hurt you at all?
I don't know. I don't know. I think people still buy things around this time, especially us collectors. We're gonna find a way to get some stuff that we want,
Right. I'm still trying to figure out how to buy it. I got.
We kind of we budget the Christmas presents for the fam, and we know how to budget it just so that there's still enough money to buy our crap.
It's a great gift for the comic collector. So tell your significant other, hey, I really want this cover. Would you buy it for me? Put it in the stocking, $20 stocking stuffer. You know what I mean? So Let's see. Dynamite's the master on variants. Master of variants. Yeah, man. They put out some. I mean, they'll put out 30, 40 variants an issue. Nosh, how many omnibuses do you own?
We counted it. We did a video a few months ago. Obviously, the number is higher now, but I think we were somewhere in like the 700 book range or something. I mean, I own every DC and Marvel omnibus except for like maybe 3 that kind of just straight double dipped or were just reprinted with a couple of extra issues. But it's really basically every one that has been released.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nosh, so if you want to know a little bit more about his omnibus collecting and things like that, tons of videos from the best omnibuses you purchased to the worst. I always love watching stuff whenever it's a negative thing for you, man, because your reactions. One of the first videos I remember watching you was it the Spider-Man 2099 or the Anti-Venom one?
No, it was 2099 for sure.
Oh my god, that thing was freaking hilarious. And then followed slightly behind the Iceman one because
those always do the best, man, for whatever reason. But I'm a big believer that you can't fake or force something like that. It's just got to be a natural thing.
Well, and I talked to Dustin about it after we watched. I was like, dude, he was trying so hard just to be kind, like just kind, kind about things.
I never even learned my lesson. I'm just pissed that the review doesn't come out good. Like, man, I can't even review this thing. This shit sucks. But I don't stop to ever think, wait a minute, it's going to do good because now it's a bad review. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But hey, man, the views do good on those. So maybe you should just start. Well,
people just, the reason the views do good and those videos bring in a lot of subs because people like the authenticity. They like that, like, this dude admitted that this statue that was $3,000 was not good. And I think a lot of people don't agree to that or don't admit that, and they'll try to justify why they still think it's good. Where I was like, man, I got jerked on this. You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's not something that everybody would do.
Yeah, man, especially because I mean, there was I don't want to say a repercussion to that video, but I mean, there was a pretty big impact.
Yeah, like I got kicked out of that group that sold those customs, and they like refunded me the pre-orders that I had, and like, there were some pieces that I really wanted still too. And I didn't think they were going to kick me out for that. And even in that video, I even said, hey, I don't really blame the commissioner. It was a big undertaking, but I think the factory dropped the ball, and I didn't like some of the changes they made. Like the hand wasn't supposed to be clear on the Sentinel hand.
Yeah,
and then it was clear. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, and that's a pretty big change.
Yeah, I mean, apparently he made a post about the change, but dog, I'm in 100 groups. I don't see every post everybody makes. Like, how would I have not? How would I have seen that?
Shoot out an email or something, man. Right?
Oh man, at least PM everybody who pre-ordered it or something. But he was a real eccentric commissioner anyway. He was like, I don't want to say the term on here, but if you watch Seinfeld, the soup guy, he was basically like that type of guy. Like, oh, you don't like my statue? No statue for you. Boom.
What's that TikTok video? Something right to jail.
Oh yeah, I don't watch TikTok, but I got you.
It's just one of those stupid things that pop up all over the place. What's going on, Bake the Snake? So DJ, I think you maybe touched on this just a little bit, and we'll go ahead and wrap up the questions a little bit, Jim. I know I told you kind of just the first part is all we'd hold you up for, so if you, and obviously you're going to do another one, I'm assuming. And you mentioned something with Dynamite, but any other that you would just like, I guess, dream. Well,
first of all, my dream artist would be Joe Jusko.
Okay.
And Nick from Dynamite said we can do that next, depending on how this goes. We got to earn enough money. See, I wouldn't even mind taking all the money that this makes and throwing it at Jusko, and then doing a Vampirella or a Deja Torres or a Red Sonja or the Boys. Jusko is the artist that got me into comics, and having something from him, that would be amazing. So that could potentially happen next. So we just got to make this thing a success, y'all.
Right on, man. I think if I could pick any artist to do one, I would love to get like an Alex Ross painting on one. I mean, obviously, right? I mean, he's just iconic, but I don't know. I really do enjoy what Megan Hutchison does, though. She does some pretty intense artwork, intense covers.
Alex Ross is dope, but like Jusko's what got me into the game. You know? Like I saw Jusko first, and then I saw Alex Ross. And I was like, oh damn, another painter. That's how I looked at Alex Ross as a kid, because I was like,
just another
guy for me. Yo.
That's awesome, man. So Jim, have you badly broken a statue by dropping it or anything like that?
I mean, I don't think I've ever dropped one, but I mean, that Spider-Man 2099 that we were talking to, I broke it by trying to force it in on camera and was visibly upset. That Iceman, when we were trying to put that Iceman in a display, it's like click, clack, 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 clack. We kept hitting off icicles as we were trying to maneuver it. So that was like frustrating. Nothing more major than that, though.
Yeah.
Fee broke a statue one time.
Ooh, what was it?
So this was back before we even moved here. We were in South Florida. Fee, are you right there?
Tell her.
Anyway, so we had the XM Studios Punisher, and she was like showing one of her friends, and she was like, "Oh, look at the gun, clink!" And like it snapped off one of the pieces of the gun, and she was like mortified. She was like, "Oh my god!"
I bet
it was funny though.
So, do you fix him or does Fee fix him?
She fixes everything. Fee just fixed a statue that I was reviewing today. I'm going to probably drop it on Monday or something. The Stano statue from Diamond Select. Yeah. She's the doctor, man. She does surgery on these pieces.
Well, I tell you, man, a lot of the stuff she's doing with her bags and stuff I'm seeing on Instagram and the patches and stuff.
Oh, like she's a talented little thing there.
Yeah, man, those things look awesome. And
I'm selling those bags.
Is she?
Well, the plan is to do that, but everything she makes, she never wants to get rid of.
I don't blame her, man. What she needs to do is figure out a way to make a pattern so people can buy the pattern and make it for themselves.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing about her bags is that she gets the items that are vintage thrift store like sheets and jeans and things like that. So it's kind of like she's making a Dragon Ball Z bag using orange denim jeans for the outside. The inside are vintage Dragon Ball Z sheets, and then like she gets Dragon Ball Z patches and stuff. So this shit is looking dope, man.
And that's awesome. And I saw all the Dragon Ball patches and stuff, so I was interested to see what she was going to be making with that. I saw what she posted on her story.
Yeah,
like, I think more than anything, Dragon Ball Z is my favorite franchise of all time. Right, so that would be like
really of all time,
man. Again, that's what I grew up with, man. I remember sitting there watching the Cell Saga as a kid and just so immersed in it. And then as I became an adult, I was probably 15, 16. I rewatched all the original Dragon Ball. And then I went Dragon Ball Z, watched all of the movies. And I don't know why, but I absolutely love Dragon Ball Z more than anything. And I keep eyeballing those Prime 1 statues.
Oh, me too, but I want those too, man. Those are incredible.
$1,700 for some of them.
They're 1/3 scale. Yo, because I grew up playing Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. So when I finally got into Dragon Ball, the original, I was like, yo, I love this. Is like Street Fighter, like the tournament aspect and everything. And then it's like you understand even the Kamehameha wave is kind of like Street Fighter borrowed a lot from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. So I started to get it as an adult.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why. It's still goofy, right? Now I will say,
I like it.
What now?
I like it though. I do like it now, but I didn't understand it as a kid.
Well, I hope Dustin's watching because it's a hell of a lot better than grown men running around in unitards and foam armor.
You know what I like about Power Rangers? I was always a sucker for like groups that kind of looked the same, and like I like Bone Thugs and Harmony. They all kind of had the same air, same flow, same kind of style. I like Power Rangers, like Ninja Turtles, like I like X-Men, like those type of teams that looked alike and had the same kind of stuff. I always was into that. Now, why did that break Bueller's heart?
I don't know, Travis. Let us know, man. What is he doing? He's supposed
Travis
to
was taking 1,000 selfies today.
Yeah, man. He's supposed to be down there at a con and whatnot.
This guy was all over Facebook with the same selfie all day.
Man. Jim, when are you gonna go hit up a con, man? When are you gonna get on that Bueller train and go to some cons?
First of all, I was hitting the con circuit heavy 2018, 2019, yo. And as soon as everything's back to normal, I'm gonna be there, yo.
Yeah, there we go, Perry. So it's right to jail. It's the Venezuelan guy.
Oh, I watched Parks and Rec too.
Yeah. Okay. See, I didn't remember it being from Parks and Rec. I just remember the audio and stuff. All right, and I'm gonna wrap up the questions. Dustin actually just jumped on backstage, so we'll let him come on for a second, and then we'll let you go, Jim. I don't want to hold you up all Saturday night, but Jim, can I send you my Vampirilla cover to get you to sign it?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I was down to do it for the campaign, but Dynamite was like, it's a lot of moving parts with you, with Ken, with CGC. So that's why they didn't do that as part of the campaign. But for y'all, for the fam. If you mail it to me, I'll sign it and I'll mail it back to you.
Right on, man. And see, look, people know how much I love Dragon Ball Z. They're joking with me here. They don't like Dragon Ball Z. Y'all leave me alone. That is a much more valuable franchise than anything else other than like Pokemon.
No, it's not. Nobody cares about
Mighty Morphin
that
Power
junk you're
Rangers
talking about.
Yo, I'm telling you, if you like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, you gotta like Dragon Ball. It's the same kind of vibe.
If I started liking Dragon Ball, people quit watching the channel because me and Nick wouldn't have anything to bicker about. What's going on, man?
I'm sure you'll find something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like being 40 minutes late to having Mr. Collectibles on. Did you hear earlier? He said you got such a big ass head you can't fit it through the door.
Oh, I was watching in the car. Watching in the car.
Do you approve of my interviewing style so far?
Yeah, you're doing all right. It's been okay.
Collect your way unless it's Power Rangers. Yeah, that's right, man. Jim is the Jay-Z for comic collectors.
I'll take that.
I can get with that.
What's up, Kiddrano Prints? Awesome. Hey, go check out his Instagram. He does some awesome 3D printing for these slab stands for sure. All right, let's see if there's any last questions. So Ruben, I can't put it up, but basically he said, F yeah, Jim meant autographs. Super excited about that. So Justin's reaction was priceless though. All right, man. So Dustin, anything else you want to add? Anything like that?
No, man, everything sounded good. I was watching in the car. I think you guys both did pretty well. I think you both keep working, and I think you guys got something, individually you could really do something with. So I'm excited to see what comes from both of you guys.
How are you going to be salty? You were the one that was late.
Oh, crap, dude. He does this every time. Okay, look, check this out. I'm not going to air it all out there, but we've had, like, next week we're going to have Mark London on, CEO of Mad Cave, and then after the holiday we're going to have, I almost said Rick Ross on. No, it's not Rick Ross.
It's better than Rick Ross.
It's Ross Ritchie on after the holidays. But every time I feel like we have one of these scheduled, somebody to show up, one of us is always, like, missing or late or something, and I don't get it. We had the creators of Kanto on. Dustin's like, I'm not going to be there. Sorry, got to go do a car thing. You remember that?
I don't remember what I had to do. That was
buying a car.
Maybe I was. I don't know.
Yeah, it was the first time we had him on.
Listen, you can't be bothered with these little mundane acts that you have on your channel here. I still want to know why I broke Bueller's heart.
I don't know, man. It's probably because you whooped his tail in Kamagories.
Yeah, that's probably what it is, man.
He's been salty ever since.
Yeah.
And now I think with Matt, he's not on YouTube anymore, so there's no chance for redemption.
Yeah, I mean, forever the champ.
He's going to have to hold that belt and that title for life, man.
Can Jim replace Dustin? Call it 2 Jim Comics.
We'll change it to all. It'll be only omnibus and statues.
Hey, look. At the beginning of 2020,
I got my hardcovers back here. I want a statue. I want that Sabretooth so bad, but man,
which one, the sideshow or the XM?
The sideshow.
He said that's not it.
The sideshow is the one where he's standing on the ice, right?
The snow and the tree bark. Yeah,
and you can kind of set it up against Wolverine as they're
it goes with like Logan or even the new Wolverine they have coming out.
Yeah, that one right there was, man, Sabretooth is my favorite character too. So when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm going to make that happen next year.
Unless you pre-order it and spend the 30, 40, 50 bucks a month or whatever it is, it's tough to cough up $600-700 at the tail end of things. Like, even if I love it, that's the thing with like the Dragon Ball statues. Like, I really genuinely love those things. But to drop that kind of cash, just...
Hell, I wanted that sideshow Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic Park that they put out with the banner coming down, the end scene. Yeah. Man, I saw that, and it by the time I saw it, it was already they said it would be shipping out fourth quarter of this year, and I saw it in like October. So it was like, man, like if I would have saw that earlier this year and I could have been paying on it, that would have been one I would have grabbed for sure. But
if Jim replaced Dustin, how will we get all that talk about Mortal Kombat books we all want?
First of all, y'all must not know about your boy with Mortal Kombat.
So right now,
buy any of the? I know you're not really into the floppy, or you don't technically collect it like you used to, but do you own any of the Mortal Kombat floppies?
Nah, but I have the Mortal Kombat X trade paperbacks.
Yeah, so this was the first one of these that ever hit the census, and I had a 9.8 in it. Now there's more of them. Now there's one that I got.
You're combining Mortal Kombat with holograms. You gotta love that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then they had a mail away comic from Midway, that came out in the 90s, and there's no 9.8s on the census, and that book is super hard to find. And I picked one up earlier this year. It's going to be here on Wednesday, and I'll see what it gets for grades. But yeah, I got my Mortal Kombat collection is absolutely my pride and joy.
When I first got back into the game, and shout out to Chad in the chat, and yes, Panda, Fee will sign it. If you just write a note who you want, if you want her to sign it, she'll sign it. But I've hunted down on eBay all the Mortal Kombat individual comics, Blood and Thunder, the Prince Goro joint.
I got all
the mail away one was what? I think it was just like
3 or 4 pages. It was like a
I think it had the characters on the front. It was like, I don't know if John Tobias did it, or is it John Tobias?
Yeah. John Tobias did. It had the characters on the front. It was more like a prelude to the video.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it. Yeah, but I'm a huge Mortal Kombat nerd, man, like to the core. But I grew up with it, man. I was there. Arcade, Mortal Kombat 1 in the arcade. I lived through the PS era, 3D, terrible 3D fighting games. And when Mortal Kombat 9 came out, I remember when I saw the trailer, I was at work and it blew my mind. I was like, yes, they're going back to the 2D plane. And they really took a nod from Street Fighter 4 on that. Thank God these fighters went back to their roots. And look, they're still doing 2D planes even 2 games later.
Yeah, it's been awesome, man. And when that 1-ups started coming out, like I wanted that Mortal Kombat one so bad.
You didn't get it?
I haven't got it yet, but I did just pick up the Turtles one for my kid for Christmas. I got to put it together, but the Mortal Kombat one's the next one I'm gonna get. I had to get this one first for my kid
because I think they're gonna re-release it with Wi-Fi, and then we really need to settle some scores.
Oh yeah, that's good. Then I'm down with that. I'll hold off then.
I would hold off because I think they're gonna re-release the whole first wave fighters like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
I wish they do it second.
That's how the new ones are. I got Marvel vs. Capcom on Wi-Fi, but I suck at Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh yeah. My one of my comic shops out here, they've got the original Marvel vs. Capcom, and they have it set up for free play. So my kid wants to play it every time he goes in. But yeah, I definitely want to get that, and I'm excited to get the Turtles one up for my kid. He's gonna be psyched when he sees Santa got it for him.
That's dope.
Right on, man. Y'all ought to do a show on just 90s comic collecting and crap like that.
I could have a whole channel on that.
Oh, that's what I said. Like I did a video and like nobody watched it, but I didn't care because I had so much fun talking about like the nostalgia that I collect from the 90s.
It's so hard though, because if you do anything slightly different, slightly outside of the norm, it doesn't get pushed.
It's not like that.
Even for me, man, like you could have all the subscribers in the world, but you put out a video that's not your typical video, that shit will bomb, yo.
And that's what's so frustrating sometimes, man. You put all this like effort and thought into, putting out the best possible content, the hours editing, whatever, and then
I thought those eBay videos I was doing, like finding the craziest, things related to a certain character on eBay, like I thought that would have been a good set of videos, but I mean it didn't take off at all either. I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
I tell you, man, people love Fee on the channel, that's for sure. Yeah. Like the last couple of comments have been nothing about Fee. So all right, guys, so real quick, again on the giveaway, I'm going to buy personally a couple of copies to send out to you. All you have to do is make an Instagram post about
I'll buy some too then, since I'm not included. I thought this was a group effort, but apparently
I'll buy it and Dustin can reimburse. But all you got to do, man, make an Instagram post using GymMint16 because it's Vampirilla16, and that'll be how we draw next week. We'll find your post, put you guys in a randomizer. If you've already purchased a cover, still do it because I'll either buy you a different cover or I'll reimburse you for the one you bought, whatever you guys want. I just want to help Jim get this out there. Let's hit that tens of thousands.
Yeah. We got to work toward that Joe Jusko cover, man.
Right on, man. Hey, how soon, Tuesday or Wednesday, you think you'll hit 100K? I mean, you might hit it tomorrow.
Nah, we'll hit it next week, though, for sure. What are we at? We're at like almost 99.5. So yeah, I usually get around 100 a day.
Right
So
on.
what does that mean? So I think by tomorrow, I'll probably end tomorrow night around 600, 7, 8, 9. So maybe Thursday or Friday. Definitely by next Sunday. Like we're definitely going to be doing our huge giveaway next Sunday for sure.
Awesome.
Now, real quick,
We hit 100K today.
Yeah, 100,000 views.
Congrats.
That's still something.
Little things, man.
Just a little over a year hitting that 100,000 views. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I started looking at it too, the milestones on like subscribers and on views. It's cool, man.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Jim, man, we appreciate you coming on, hanging out with us a little bit. Again, please, guys, make that Instagram post. If you watch it on the replay, you have until next Saturday night. You know, we'll get you one of those covers. So anything else, Jim? Anything else you want to drop, promote, anything like that?
Yeah, I was just going to promote that, you know, the giveaway as well. We're giving away a ton of things, man. So if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, you want to come check it out. We do weekly comic book day reviews, non-spoiler reviews every Wednesday. My main thing is the statue reviews like you see behind me. And I also do hauls for all the Omnis, and sometimes I get around to reading them and do reviews on them. So subscribe to the channel. When we hit 100K, we're going to do a live stream. And the way that we're doing the drawings, because we're going to have 10 gifts.
Yeah.
First of all, we got the life-size Nano Gauntlet from Hot Toys that Sideshow sent us. XM Studios Joker Orochi, which is like a Samurai Joker quarter scale piece. It's humongous. I reviewed the prototype.
And I think it's sick.
Yeah. PCS is donating their 1/3 scale Rambo statue. Figurama, their 1/6 scale Thor diorama. Thor Ragnarok, not Marvel Thor. Yeah. Then we have 3 sealed Omnis. We have Venomibus Volume 3, Captain America by Brubaker Volume 1, and Marvel Horror Lives Again. And a gift card from cheapgraphicnovels.com where you can buy these types of books. And the Prime 1 cutie ones. You guys see those Berserk Funko Pop things I had?
With like the buttons for the eyes and stuff?
Yeah, like Sackboy type stuff.
Yeah.
So you got to. So in order to enter those drawings, you got to be subscribed, but you also have to comment on the videos where I promoted that giveaway, which is basically every video I've released since the 97.5K live stream giveaway. And then, you know, when we hit the 100K, we'll do a live stream like this, and then we use the comment generator. We'll pick like 10 videos, and we'll generate comments for the winners, man. So
awesome.
Yeah, I know it's a lot, but thanks for letting me promote it.
No worries, man. Dustin, that makes our giveaway look like about that big. What are we giving away? The Deadpool head and a couple $100 worth of comics, but
yeah, that's cool. No, but this 100K was a big one. I had to pull out all the stops, so I just emailed all the companies that I deal with, and like they were all like willing to chip in, so it made it really like a nice big giveaway. And that I don't know when the next time I'll do something big like this again, you know. So
yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And that's awesome that you have that kind of relationship with those folks. Hey, leave me alone, Ruben. Leave me alone.
Probably make them a lot of money.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's also for them. He's the one that makes them their money.
No, but it's a symbiotic relationship because they make products that I love that enables me to have a channel that brings in income, and it's just like this beautiful symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, man.
Yep, absolutely, for sure. So, all right, Jim, thank you so much, man. If you need anything, reach out to us. And if I stick around, we're going to finish up the Babble-on. Justin should be on after the hockey game. But Jim, have a good one, man, and we appreciate you.
Thank you. You guys as well. Appreciate it. Stay minty fresh.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.
Later, man.
All right. So, Dustin, how was the Christmas events?
Good. We went out to Pettit Creek Farms, and it was raining when we got there, so we had to wait that out for a little bit. And we did the hayride. You know, you've been out there, right? For Christmas?
We went out there. I think when Hagen was a year or two old.
Yeah. So we did that. Went around, let him feed all the animals and the. What do they got? They had camels, zebras. They had a giraffe out there, reindeer. So we did all that. He got to ride the swings and had to buy the funnel cake. And, you know, they got all the different stuff you can ride and all that stuff. So it was just really busy. The rain put a big hitch in our plans, but he was so excited. I couldn't try to run him out of there early. So, so sorry for my tardiness, everyone in the chat. But
continue things for a minute. I'm trying to get Justin this link. He said
it seems like a light night tonight. Where's everybody at? It's down, 17 folks.
We were up to about 35 at one point, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, right on. But yeah, I tell you what, I cannot begin to explain how excited I am for Wednesday, and it is not because it's new comic book day. I have got 3 books coming back from CGC. Finally, I've been so excited. Had Jimmy, the geek aficionado, press those, clean those. He submitted them for me, and he messaged me today and just says, "Dude," with like
Yeah, I saw that.
12 views. So I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" I hope he saw the grades and was just like, "You're not gonna believe what these grades are." I'm telling you, if I get 3 9.8s back, I'm flipping something over in the video. I might just like bust the TV behind me or something. If I get 3 9.8s, that's gonna be crazy.
Right on, man. Hey, and
It's,
one of them is going to be a tough book to get a 9.8, but if you get it, that's going to be an expensive book.
Yeah, and the other one, you know, if that hits a 9.8, that's going to go perfect with another 9.8 I have.
Yeah.
And then the other one, it'll be the only one on the planet that's a 9.8. So that'd be a $10,000 book. Because I said so. You know, because I said it's a $10,000 book. So
Justin, fix your title and then I'll bring you on. Like you just need to add it in.
Oh my gosh, Nick and his spelling error.
Don't worry, I'll fix it for you.
Nick, you didn't even comment on my I'm wearing like a nice shirt like you got on. You know what I'm saying? Got my little Under Armour shirt on.
Good, man. You
My
look
wife got this for $12 this week. She had some Kohl's cash, and so we got this instead of being like $80. It was like $12. I was like, that's awesome.
Heck yeah, man. I'm wearing mine because I don't have a heater and it's about 45 degrees.
Lasso, what's going on, man? Good to see you hanging out.
Hey,
I mean, that hair. Oh boy.
I love it, dude. I'm glad to see. How was the hockey game?
My team lost. I don't want to talk about it.
It's just hockey. You know, it's not like it's football.
Wait, my team lost last week at football too. I don't want to talk about that either.
Dude,
Dude,
cool. That's a cool. What was that? A 5-bit shirt or 8-bit? Excuse me, 5-bit.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's neat. I like that. But yeah, Lasso, man, that was cool. I know you premiered on Hialeah's channel first, and I didn't get to see that one. And my work week this week, I don't know how many people, probably nobody noticed that I wasn't active on anything in Instagram and all, but I worked like 1,000 hours this week, and I've been dog sick all week. So amongst all that, I completely forgot that Matt was doing his going away stream on Wednesday. Yeah. I wanted to jump on there and say goodbye to him, but saw Lasso on there. That was really cool. So me and the wife actually sat and watched that today. But
yeah. Dan, so I forgot, like the one letter she can pronounce so well is B. Everything's bye-bye. So she just went bucket, or you know, in her own little thing. But unfortunately, it did not go well. But frog is still the F word. And yeah, man, it was really cool to watch Matt stream. I caught just the tail end of it, but it's really, I mean, his commitment to his church and stuff like that, man, that's overwhelmingly commendable. About time Justin is here. So 2020 frozen acceptable hairdo, right? So like I finally go and get a nice haircut.
That was not a fro. I don't know what that was. That was not a fro.
Well, I love nobody's commented on my hair yet, and it's shocking because you know I've had a big kind of like Justin too. And then
I don't like how you styled it today. I thought it looked better the way you were doing it before.
Where?
And like when you send us the Snapchat when you first got it done, or is that the same?
It's the same. It's because I had the ISO drop down. It's pretty dark.
Oh,
but yeah, it's the same.
You got a little fade going in on the sides there,
bro. You should have seen it when I first got it. I mean, it was skin tight. I was like,
okay, real quick, we got 20 people in here, so you 20 people make this happen. I'll throw down a gauntlet right now. If we hit the 2,500 sub mark before the end of the year of 2020,
Dustin's stripping.
I will shave my face completely. My kid has never seen me without facial hair. I would say I shave my head, but I do that on a regular. I'll grow my hair out and shave my face. How about
What's
that?
up, Michael?
Question. You said shave your face, correct? That's what he said. That's what I heard. Is that right?
Not the eyebrows and come on now. I work in an office environment where I have to look I have to look decent.
That's right. So Cyberpunk came out this week. So that's probably what a lot of people are doing.
What is that?
It's a PS5 and all that stuff.
Screw PS5.
You know what? I would totally have a beard, but we're family here, right? The streams are for the fans, the tight knit group. I can't grow a beard. This is it. So I just got to own it.
I'm just still waiting for I'm gonna dye the hair on my chin. All of the hair right here from here down is just blonde.
What's going on, Michael? All right, let's kick off the Babble-on.
Let's kick it off right.
Let's kick
Firecrackers.
Real quick. Hold on, it's loading. All right, so y'all ready to do the new pickups? And Justin, I must say, man, I'm glad to have you on.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you are here. Hopefully we can make you feel a little bit better about the loss.
No, sports are the most important thing in my life.
Coming from a man with a beautiful child and wife.
My wife is aware of where she ranks.
At number 10, apparently.
And that is correct. He is not lying. This conversation has been had between the three of us.
You cracked me up so hard. Hey, Nosh was checking on you earlier. And I tell you what, I'm pumped about. So Nosh, I'm pumped, man. For our conversation earlier, I'm excited about what we got going on. I think you're gonna like it, for sure.
And whoever said that to Nosh, you know who you are. You don't talk to Nosh that way.
No, dude, because that original comment, man, like seriously, like one of the kindest things.
Absolutely, 100%.
Justin, did you read it?
Said that?
Oh yeah, that was the one that you sent me, correct?
Yeah.
So whoever said that, you take your subscription to our channel, you can shine it up real nice, turn it sideways, and go give it to another channel. We don't want it.
Hey, seriously, guys, real quick, like just between us, real quick, I need you guys to go post on Instagram so we don't look stupid. Just go post on Instagram for the Jim Mintz variant. Something. Don't make me look stupid. Can y'all hear me? I'm whispering so he doesn't hear us, but I don't want to look stupid, so y'all go post. All right. What's up, Beans?
Yeah, it's been decided, or I'm sorry, I told my wife that I'm just gonna at this point I'm just gonna let it grow because I don't know if it's gonna grow out, up, or down. So
you end up like Josh and have a samurai hair.
Maybe it might just be a fro.
Rocking that crap though, man.
Dude, I could not.
I saw a picture of Josh the other day with his old haircut, and I'm like, oh no, that ain't Josh anymore.
And like he was rocking it this morning, man. It's luscious. It's luscious. I was there this morning, and it's luscious. And then he rolled it up into the ponytail. But all right, well, let's be real. Let's get into it. I've got to run out to my truck real quick. But while I'm doing that, Dustin, why don't you talk about your Look, I need Dustin to cover for me while I'm about to run to my truck, and then he disappears. The most dependable guy on our channel right now is Justin.
Yeah, I got my stack of books right here.
I'm telling you right now. Look, finally, somebody commented on the hair. And this is the first time I've ever actually styled my hair. I went and told my barber, I said, I need you to give me the most basic white male haircut you've ever given somebody. And so
welcome back to Two Brothers Comics. It is time for the Saturday night Comic Book Babble-on. Stay tuned. There we go. That felt right. Now we can kick it off. Let's kick it off. Let's get the Babble-on going, guys. Hope everybody is having a great night. We have got an awesome show in store for you, including an awesome top 10. I've got some cool stuff for the toy box segment. I don't know if anybody else does. We got a cool top 10 tonight. It's a cool top 10 tonight. We're going to rank the top 10 things we're most excited about from the Disney and Marvel investors deal that happened this week. We're going to be talking about that. That's going to be fun. Like I said, we've got some awesome stuff we're going to show you guys as far as books and stuff we picked up this week. Toy box segment's going to be cool. We're going to talk about the giveaway again. We hit some milestones today. We're going to talk about that. The chat is rolling. Everybody's hanging out. Let's bring in the next member of the Two Brothers Comics Saturday Night Comic Book Babble-on. With the Fonzie thumbs. Man, this feels so much better now. I can't come in cold like I did, man. I can't come in cold like I did earlier. It feels weird to me. The chat's not having it. And we're just reboot. We just completely rebooted the whole stream. Steve's confused. He doesn't know what's going on. And I like to keep it that way, man. You got to stay on your toes out here, guys, because you never know what's going to happen on the Saturday Night Comic Book Babble-on. All right. That's why this is literally, if it is Saturday night and you read comic books, there's no other place to be than right here with us. We own Saturday nights on YouTube. Just saying. What in the holy crap is that?
I needed to put on a hat. It was the closest one.
Well, all right. You
don't like the baby blue?
I was more concerned with the shape of that the bill there and the front look. I mean, did you have that shoved in a shoebox under the shoes?
It's like I'm wearing the hat from the kid wearing the Sandlot before he got friends.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna get another one. Let's see. Let's see here. 425 YouTube followers and 2,400 Instagram followers. So we thought it would be better to have an accurate vote posting the entries on Instagram. I'm not sure where that came from, but you know, I would definitely think you need to reach out and start scalding your Instagram followers for not being your subscribers. That's what I would do. Oh my gosh. Sorry. As I said, guys, that is better. That is better. I appreciate the shape of that a little bit better. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I had a great day today. Haven't got to see my family all week. So we got to hang out all day today. Got to go meet up with my dad, do some Christmas things today. So that was cool. That was why I was a little late. And you guys will have to bear with me as we go through the night. I'm sucking down cough drops. I forgot to grab water because I rushed up here. So, yeah, my throat's really sore. I've been hacking and coughing all week long, but we're going to get through it. Justin, how was your week, brother? Did you have a good week?
Yeah, very good. Very productive week. Got a lot of work done. May have taken a trip to what's that?
That's good for us because that means there's new books coming to read.
Yeah, I don't know. No, you don't read the books I work on. Don't.
Well, look, you just do the lettering. I wouldn't dismiss the writing and art that's done in them now. Come on.
Well, I mean, some would say I'm good at what I do. Others would say that it's worth a mention, maybe an honorable mention. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
I have no idea who would say that. That guy sounds like a total jerk.
Oh man, I wish you were here when I watched that. I laughed so hard.
Oh yeah, we knew you would.
It was hilarious.
We knew you would. Hold on just a second. Take it over. My kids.
Sure.
I'm telling my kid good night. Show off
my books. All right, so you guys will have to forgive me. I haven't had a chance to bag and board these yet. For whatever reason, the shops in my area make you pay for them if you're, picking them up off the shelf. So first up, we got Sword number 1. It's an X-Men title, so you know I'm going to pick it up. We got The Rise of Ultraman number 4. I've been really digging this series.
Right on.
Of course, Star Wars number 9. I've been really into Star Wars. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm all in at this point.
You and the rest of the world right now.
Yeah, it's like it's
You're
not
about
a
to
unique
feel my
thing.
pain with the turtles. I promise you.
Marauders 16. We have Juggernaut number 4. Avengers 39. Spider-Man 54. I kind of dig this cover. Detective Comics 1032. From AWA, it's their latest, Bite Size number 1. I did read this. I feel like I made a mistake. I think this was meant for, this is like the kids line, I think. I'm not sure. I caved into peer pressure and picked up Homesick Pilots number 1.
Who pressured you into that?
I think everybody.
See, I haven't heard anything. Thank you, babe. I haven't heard anything one way or the other about it, but I've seen it on the shelves though.
I'm glad I picked it up. I'm digging it so far. So I'm looking forward to issue 2 when it does come out. We've got Year Zero, Volume 2, Number 2.
I want to start on that one from the beginning so bad.
I don't think it's one of my favorite AWA,
Oh, really?
but it's probably in the middle.
Okay.
That's not
Just
me trying to talk you out of it. You should still pick it up.
Yeah, there's just the stuff I've seen on it. That one to me looked like it would probably be like the one I was most interested in, but I don't know. We'll see.
Terminal Punks number 2. I haven't gotten a chance to read this yet. We've got 7 Secrets number 5. I unfortunately haven't gotten a chance to read this one yet either. And finally, because I'm vain, Pantomime number 2. I did work on this one.
You did work on that.
And did so honorably.
Oh man. So Ryan Comics and Death Metal said he picked up him a Birch book this week. Got that Sea of Sorrows. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, if you like Sea of Sorrows and you haven't already, definitely pick up Road of Bones, the exact same creative team.
Okay, right on. Well, it looks like you had a good week. I got my BCW store folio here. Of course, have to show that off. And inside, I have the books I picked up. I'll show you guys. I had a small week this week. Very, very small. So I picked up Avengers 39. I got Venom 31. Turtles 112. Yeah, we'll talk about some of these later. Origins issue number 2. I got Crossover 2. Mighty Morphin 2. I think these are the last 2 that I have to pay for. And also I grabbed just grab these little guys. I mean, I don't know if there's a big deal about them or not, but second print for Ronin. And so you guys know the deal. One for me, one for you, going in the bro box. So, and then John, the owner, well, partial owner, guy that runs Back to Back Comics, where I shop, he asked me if I read this book, and I told him no. So he just snatches off the wall. He said, "Here, well, now you have a copy courtesy of me because I want you to read it." So at some point, I will be reading Erratic issue number 1. He liked it, so he wants me to read it, and I told him I would. And then, so my shop, like I've said before, they are actually basically they have the entire back area rented out of a antique shop. So, you buy your books at the antique store counter. So he just puts a Post-it note every week of the total of all my stuff so they can just ring it up. Well, the lady's ringing it up, and then the other lady's got it in the bag, and she's looking at the back here and adding them up. She was like, "Something's off here." I was like, well, yeah, there's one in there he gave me for free. Oh, really? Well, you might need to get him to come up. I'm like, lady, you see me every single week. The only thing I do is come in here and buy these comic books from the. You see me having a conversation with John all the time. Oh, they wanted to arrest me when I left the shop with all the stuff from the giveaway. Oh my gosh, because I didn't even go towards the counter. I went straight for the door. Sir. I'm like, I'm good, thank you. I just walk out the door. I knew what they wanted. Like, I was like, no, I'm okay, thank you. I didn't even say anything and ran straight to the truck. I'm sure they went back there and asked him, but that one lady, I have to give her a hard time because she gives me an extreme hard time. So
I like the way that they were going to hold you up over $4.
yeah, like seriously. And they see the relationship that I obviously have with these guys in there. Like, I come in and usually sit there for an hour or two every time I come in. And it's like, do you really think I would steal from these guys? Like, come on. I mean, I'm kind of a big deal.
What?
So, it's
You're
not
not a
like
big deal.
It's not like I can hide, I'm out here.
Like the
I do
hierarchy of
this.
this channel, Nick. No, let's be realistic. Justin, Nick, Dustin.
If you could see my name again real quick, if you could flash my name, I think that says otherwise.
That was funny. And I can't drink coffee anymore tonight. So I went to eggnog.
Ugh, you nasty bastard.
It's not even 12 o'clock.
That's not a cuss word. That
Ooh. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if you have a father or not.
So did y'all show off what you picked up already?
We did.
I got this one in.
All right. So
keeping
you got
it-
some junk.
I'm keeping it on the cardboard so I can not damage
I
it.
literally, and like seriously, this is not me just like picking at you. I hate everything about that cover. The orange makes no sense. The lightsaber color makes no sense. And even that the handle for the lightsaber doesn't even look correct, is it? I mean, it looks wrong too.
I don't know. People are selling it for like $80, $90 on eBay, and I paid $25. So
I mean, it just everything about that cover looks wrong.
I don't particularly care for any of the John Tyler Christopher covers, negative space variants in general.
I hate all the negative space variants. Like
There is a
all of
wrinkle
them.
on that cover. That's cool.
That is cool. You
And only
should crack it and send it and get him to sign it.
Nah, bro.
I know I wouldn't either. I'm not even sending anything to Eastman.
Why not?
I've decided that their signatures are not worth that much money to me.
How much is it? Like Todd McFarlane money or more?
It's like $75 or something like that.
So that's not even as bad.
But look, this is what happens. So, CGC has been asking who you would like to see. So I've been for months.
I
like,
know
I've
the
been
Green Ranger's coming.
telling them Eastman and JDF over and over. So what do? They get them to both come in the same month. What in the crap is that?
I'm
And
so over
JDF, like he's still $100, like $100. And that kind of aggravated me that he's still $100 because I'm just like, geez, man, like I want to get my two first appearance of Lord Draken covers signed. But
Have you guys already addressed these comments about the NECA and all that stuff?
no, we were just in here showing off our books. Where are these coming from?
Let's check out if. All right, hold on.
No.
All right.
So Justin ordered his shredder from NECA and he has not received it yet, correct?
Correct. I've also not received my Toga and Razor.
Neither have I. And me and Justin both have our Casey and Raph set, but we ordered the first set. So
What's going on,
I
Matt?
don't know about the relistings that they did. I don't know.
Yeah, I did get an email earlier this week that basically said, "Hey guys, shipping is slow. Patience."
Patience when half the country's already got them, and I'm having to look at that. Like
Yeah,
that's the part that aggravates me is because like everything West Coast, everybody on the West Coast gets their crap first. Like the figures hit the Walmarts and the Targets first. They get shipped to first. Like, what's up, Chris? What's going on, man? That's right. I won again last night.
Too bad Burt Nasty wasn't there to get beat up on. Tone had to take that bubble pin again. I even super chatted a cheat for you.
Oh, it wasn't no cheating. No cheating needed. Now I was kind of hoping for Steve to show up last night. I had some stuff prepared for him, man. I prepared some special SPAC talk, but
I watched the intro play and I was like, oh, he's actually showing up. They're doing a flip on
yeah,
you.
I thought Tony was kayfabing me for a minute, but he wasn't. He was actually kayfabing that he was kayfabing me.
It was so freaking. He genuinely thought that was funny.
He got me. He had me all messed up.
Like
but,
he really loved that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the Batman 96C of Clown Killer? I think it's a cool color. Cover.
Which one is this?
Batman. Let me see.
Are we just talking about the regular variant?
No, he said cover C.
Oh, I'm not sure which one that is.
I didn't know that about Nosh, man. Big clown guy.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I'm a fan of the Clown Hunter, though. Like, I dig that character.
Let me see. I'm trying to find the cover to show. I can't get it to pull. You guys been reading the...
He's come and gone, man. Come and gone. Just like Santa Claus. You missed him.
Where's Jim? That's
right.
clickbait.
It's all right. The ones you really wanted to see are here.
Justin. Yeah, that's just all clickbait now.
Right?
Just smash the like button on your way in. On your way out, don't leave.
My shop had that variant for $300. What is this variant? I've got
The thank you variant.
Well, I don't even know what it looks like. So,
Right on, Nosh.
well, he got it. Oh, right on. He got one. Right on. Right on.
Guys, y'all having? It looks like y'all are having issues with USPS. My Comics with Bueller exclusive shipped like a week and a half ago, and everybody's gotten theirs, and mine's still stuck somewhere.
Well, that's because we live on the East Coast.
It was just nuts, man. And like I commented on JB's video, I was like, I think mine got lost. And he goes, no, Bueller just shipped mine first. I'm like, no, I'm being serious. Like USPS genuinely lost it, I think.
Yeah. No, I know. No, he's and I'm not just I know what you're saying, but Bueller did specifically make sure that JB got his in hand before anybody else because JB was the first one to order. But yeah.
All right. So did you guys get a chance to actually read any books this week?
I have one more thing to show. I don't know what segment to show it in, so I'm just going to show it in this one. So I found this on Facebook. This guy makes these awesome labels, and it was super cheap. So I picked one up, came in quick. Check this out.
Oh, that's cool. Turtle soup.
And I mean, like everything. This dude went all out, all turtle stock, mutant turtle meat, genuine TCRI ooze, mixed soup, one can. I mean, literally cooked with care in the Technodrome.
Man,
I mean, this is like, look,
it's salty.
Turtle meat with no mutagen. This guy went into very, very, very heavy detail for these. And I think shipping and everything, this was like $8 for this label. I was like, dude, that is too cool not to get. So I was super excited about that. I thought that was super cool.
For sure, man. Well, can we just appreciate the fact Justin just snorted and that was hilarious?
Hey.
Austin said that belongs in the lunchbox. That's funny.
Sit that right back there with that old rusty comic book I got. So, Nick, did you show off what you picked up this week?
Yeah, I just did.
You didn't pick up anything?
I mean, I bought my floppies, but I mean, it's the same floppies you guys all picked up, except I bought Origins #2, and that is my favorite story right now.
I bought Origins #2 as well.
I didn't see because I have the fireplace streaming instead. By the way, Dustin, I'm classing this place up. I got the lights a little lower, the ISO down. I got the Christmas tree setting the mood with the fireplace. And can you hear the crackling?
Yeah. See, I've got a whole Christmas tree that me and my wife are going to decorate and make it look really cool. But We literally left the house this morning at like 10 o'clock, and I got home at like 10 o'clock. Actually 10 o'clock at night. So it didn't happen. But yeah, let's jump
next weekend. So real quick, let's talk about next weekend. So next weekend's Christmas themes. As long as USPS gets Justin's box delivered on time, we're going to open up presents. And before that, we're going to be bringing Mark London on. And guys, next weekend, Mark London's going to be here, CEO of Mad Cave. We're whispering again because we're having
do not embarrass us. You guys understand me?
Listen, we're having
not embarrass us in front of company, okay?
we're having an intimate moment here, so I'm going to use my whisper voice. Guys, I need y'all to help me hype up Honor and Curse because I love it, and I need this done personally and selfishly. Not to impress Mark, but I want this book to go to a 3rd volume because I do love it that much. I genuinely love this story, guys. So I'm going to be buying some trade paperbacks, giving those away because clearly I don't have enough money to spend, or enough things to spend my money elsewhere. So we're giving it to you guys. I'm going to buy Honor and Curse, a couple trade paperbacks because you guys need to help me get this to a 3rd volume because it needs to become an anime or a movie or something else. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And when I talk like this, is it sound really good or super loud? You guys let me know.
All I'm saying is you guys better be here early and coming in droves for Mark London. And when Ross Ritchie comes and hangs out, you guys better come back again. And you better have about 80 of y'all in here hanging out.
When Ross Ritchie shows up, we all need you in the comments to be like, Justin Birch is the greatest letterer that has ever lived. And he's going to wear a suit and tie that night, I think.
Oh, hold on.
Oh my God. Dude, totally Step Brothers it. Like suit and tie, t-shirt, and ask him if he likes ketchup and onion breath.
Ketchup and onions. I was just about to say that.
Hey, in all seriousness, like we're just goofing around.
You could try.
I just won't click on your comments.
Why do I feel I might.
Oh man. No, not Guy Ritchie, Ross Ritchie. He's the CEO and founder of Boom.
Yeah,
are you gonna make your Boom Train shirt?
Dude, the what?
The Boom Train shirt.
Oh yeah, man. I came up with that Boom Train thing last year, man. I'm telling you, I'm Boom Studios is the reason I read comic books, why I started comic books. So I'm extremely excited with the relationship we've been able to strike with him recently, and being able to get him on. It's cool.
Yep. And no, not Rick Ross. Jesus.
Yeah, much better than Rick Ross. Whoever that guy is, he's not Ross Ritchie, so he does not even stack up.
All right. I was literally just about to say, remember when we said we're going to get on track this week?
I know. I'm trying.
It's not working out for us.
I literally restarted the stream. I don't even know if you saw that.
I did see that.
Steve was like, what is going on? What just happened?
You're right. I'm going to have to cut my hair when I just said I wasn't going to.
You just wear a really nice Boom Studios hat or something.
Dude, I've looked. They don't even sell them on their website, like shirts and stuff. Like I would totally wear a Boom Studio shirt.
It's probably hard to get push merch like that, man, as a comic book. I mean, but anyways, so reviews. What'd you guys read this week? I'll start. Origins #2 is the greatest book on the shelves right now. I love this. It's a post-apocalyptic story about a guy who basically is living his second life. He's the only human around. And it's almost Matrixy. If you ever seen Matrix #1, where they put the reveal out that
never seen
basically it's a AI, and they've embedded themselves into the ecosystem of the Earth. Same concept.
So I disagree with you because there's no way Origins can be the best book that was on the shelves this week when The Last Ronin came out. So you can suck on that.
Okay, first off,
you can oversized suck on that.
I don't even care because I didn't buy a copy because Josh was sold out and I didn't get one in my full box. I meant to tell Josh that I missed him. I need to text Josh like, hey,
I got two, Nick. So I was going to throw one in the bro box, but if you need it, I'll give you one because we didn't give out our first print. So,
and his box got sent out. I had to send out a large box for him.
Yeah. Who got that?
Dan Howard.
Howard. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So my turn. I didn't get to read much this week. I read a couple books this morning when I woke up. This here, I didn't read it, but in the last panel on the last page of the issue before this, which was 111, Toka and Razor showed up. However, they were not in this book as far as I could tell. And I may be wrong. I did flip through it a couple of times, and I did not see any trace of Toka and Razor. So 113, they might show up there, and that'll be their first full appearance in continuity of any type outside of the Return of the Ooze movie adaptation comics. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. This was the most useless issue of comic books I think I've ever read. Those that literally absolutely
no, dude. I loved it.
Necessary.
I loved it. I did love it.
Nothing happened.
It's not about that. It's the emotional connection of what's happening with Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock falling for 22 pages was all that happened.
I look, but that's what was cool about it to me.
And who the hell is the guy narrating it?
It's him. It's his conversation between him and his symbiote. Like
no. That's not him narrating it. It was the guy at the beginning that was narrating it. Some guy that said he met Eddie Brock like a long time ago, and
that's I know who you're talking about. That's the guy from Venom 1. You haven't read it all. You haven't read the entire. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I mean,
really good, like it was reflection on his life, dude. Like it was a homage to Eddie and what he is as a character and Venom, and almost like I don't want to say this in like a
why
weird
I
way.
don't do this crap right here though. Is why I don't do tie-ins though.
But it's not a tie-in.
This issue is tied into the King in Black. I understand. Okay. No, I understand. It's not a book created just as a tie-in, but it is still a tie-in issue. And that's what I'm saying. Like this kind of stuff is why I don't buy tie-ins, because there's so much useless stuff you don't need in order to be able to enjoy the flagship title or the main title. Like this is not necessary at all. So like that was my thing.
Look, I loved it because it's like a love story or a dedication to Eddie. Did you read it, Justin, or no?
No, I'm only planning on reading the main series.
Yeah. Well, spoiler alert, he just fell a lot.
Yeah.
But it was good, man. I don't mind stuff like that.
I'm okay with stuff like that because time, I believe time is a concept as it is. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but.
Oh, Justin, do we have conspiracy theories?
No, nothing like that. Like, I mean, if you've ever seen the episode of
Simpsons
Twilight Zone where they're hanging the prisoner and he, like, as they pull the lever, the rope breaks and he runs away and he's free. But at the end of the episode, what you really see is that he's imagined it and then he dies. So it's kind of like a concept of what is time? Do we know how long something actually lasts? I've read a lot of Kurt Vonnegut, so that's my excuse.
Right on, man. We should have a deep dive into Justin's philosophy of life one stream. I bet you he has a very intriguing thought process on things. Real quick, did we land on the moon or no?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not as big of a consumer. So you're normal.
Round Earth.
Yes.
Okay, we're good. We're all good.
Yeah. You get to stay.
Elvis Presley still dead or not?
Oh, that's a good. Yes.
What about Tupac?
Oh, that's an even harder one.
I mean, he's sold more records than current artists in the last 2 years. So
I'm undecided.
Okay.
On that one.
That's fair. Fair enough, man. Guys, we're 5. Oh, wait, never mind. We already broke 1900.
All right. So can we finish on? So I did. Did either one of you guys read Avengers?
Bro, I loved it. You
did?
Yes.
Not yet. Not yet.
Dustin. Dustin, let me talk to you. We got to go back and we got to read this from the beginning. Okay, get your iPad. Let's read it from the beginning.
I'm not buying an iPad. I was going to, but they actually would not apply the discount to electronics. So it'll be a little while before I can pay $300 for an iPad just to read comic books. Because essentially that's the only thing I could use it for.
I know. I mean, I don't blame you.
I hate Apple. Apple's the most useless crap that's ever been invented. So it's hard for me to spend that kind of money on something that I hate. Speaking of, I also got crossover number 2.
Oh, real quick. So let's go back one, and then I want to talk about crossover, even though
so Avengers. No, like I'll tell you why this aggravated me. It's not that I didn't think it was a good issue; it just aggravated me.
Okay,
because the last issue was so, to me, like ground shaking. Like it was, you guys know how much I loved the last issue, and it's the same reason why I don't like that Texas Blood. I loved the first issue, and then it's like we're going down this awesome road, and then we turn and we go this way instead, and we never return back to what happened. And I hope that's not
it's going to return back. I checked out some previews. It's going back.
Okay. Because I was going to get really upset if we got that awesome setup with Mephisto going through and doing all this crazy stuff. And then we have Tony Stark's dad involved too. And then all of a sudden, like, we're just breaking away from that completely and going back to this archaic Stone Age of the Phoenix. Like, what is this, like a retelling of a new origin for the Phoenix or something? Or
I think it's just specific to that. I'm not sure.
This realm or this continuity.
And I think if we had read it from Avengers 1, we would understand a little bit more, because there was a big primal arc, I think. And I'm going to go back and reread it, and I'll tell you if anything you need to know.
Oh, this is a prologue to this. Okay, I didn't see the prologue part.
Yeah. So instead of doing like a tie-in,
yeah,
they'd probably just do it in.
I feel like they probably should have did this before the last issue, though. Like use this to break up the 2 story arcs.
No, that's the point. Like, if you read that before the last issue, would you have continued?
Hell no.
Okay, there you go. Marketing 101. Marketing 101.
Yeah, well.
All right, so I enjoyed, though, and everybody at home, basically what happened, and this isn't like high level. This is a high level. It's not anything deep spoilers, and it's Jason Aaron on this book, right?
Yeah.
Okay, first off, best book on shelves from Marvel. I put that on Twitter, tag Jason Aaron. I was hoping to get a retweet and then get Donnie to like rebuttal it, and then we become famous. By the way, Tom King called me a nerd on Twitter this week.
Ooh.
Tom King. And then Mitch Gerard retweeted my tweet because I put up my favorite cover. It's of Mr. Miracle holding a son. Beautiful. By the way, Mr. Miracle.
Nerd.
Because I said it was a masterpiece, and then Tom King just commented, and he went, nerd. Like, all right, cool.
Masterpiece.
Huh? Mr. Miracle, his title he wrote.
Oh.
So I just put it up there.
Wrote?
Yeah. And he just commented nerd. And then Mitch Gerard retweeted everything. And it's like the only tweet that's ever done anything for us. But like hundreds of likes and a couple of retweets. And I was just like, all right. But and then people, it's funny because people were like going in there and commenting, like replying to Tom King's reply to us. And I'm just like, why? Like, this is
good night, brother,
man. Hey, Nosh, thanks, man, for hanging out. Enjoy the weekend.
Tom King acknowledged that you breathe. Okay.
And, hey, no big deal. But Mr. Miracle was a masterpiece, man. Have you read Mr. Miracle, Justin?
If it was Tynan, I might give you.
No, I haven't.
So, Justin, as somebody who has a small kid, I think you would really appreciate this. Do you know anything about Mr. Miracle?
I know that Darkseid's son.
Yeah, he raised him and stuff.
Yeah, that's the extent of my knowledge.
So this one's, man, real personal, real down home. It's very intriguing. I read it and I was confused, and I got to the end and I was like, man, this hit hard. And then I reread it and I was like, okay, this is something special. And then that's when I put out my tweet and became Twitter famous.
As do I, Chris.
Once my iPad shows up, I'll check it out.
Oh, for sure. I'm pumped about your iPad, man. We're gonna be like comic readers now.
Oh, I've been checking out the Comixology Unlimited program.
and I've looked at this too, like the
And Hoopla.
Android
Hoopla would be good.
or Galaxy. I don't know.
Ugh.
I don't know anything about technology, even though that's kind of my job. I handle everything up to where the technology actually comes out of the cables.
Hey, real quick, shout out to my wife with the mugs, the Santa and the Christmas tree. But not only that, we have the deck the halls. Shout out to Ray Dunn, and this eggnog sucks. Ugh.
Well, it's eggnog, so
And they even got the good kind, the Southern Comfort.
I prefer my Happy Fall mug.
Oh man.
Light is just way too much in here. I have not got to change it around. So
And then Justin's the only one doing appropriate things.
yeah, mine's sitting over there still. Probably smells like whatever alcohol I was drinking last time you were here. So
But anyway, so we'll continue. So crossover. I was talking to Josh today about it, and I haven't read one or two. I know that there's some big things. Spawn's going to be tied into it somehow.
Batman was in this one. Spawn was in this one.
Okay, so Josh is telling me that there's been a lot of Easter eggs dropped in some other titles from DC and Marvel, specifically Marvel. Obviously, he goes because Donnie's writing Marvel books, and I said no, I didn't know that. I was messing around. It was early this morning we were talking, and what did he say? But basically, there's been a bunch of Easter eggs, and he thinks this is going to be a much bigger crossover event between all of them than we imagine. So, issue 3 and 6 are supposed to be pretty big, according to the hype man Donny Cates. I mean, would that be collectible? Like, say you said Batman's in this one.
His arm.
Well, that's actually that's an do you know what that is, man? That's an homage to early Spawn writing. Whenever Todd McFarlane did that same thing, and it was basically a reference to comic creators not owning the rights to any of their creations. It was like Spawn 11 or something like that. That splash page or whatever you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If they're in the jail cell,
yeah,
it's exactly what that is. So,
and then you get this one. So you got I see Spawn, I see Spider-Man, I see Carnage.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. So did you read it or you just flipped through it?
I read as much as I could, but
so past your original hang up is the story, okay? Because I've heard if it wasn't for Donny Cates, people wouldn't be picking it up. They'd say best 5 out of 10. Actually, I think that was Barik in Comics. I'm quoting directly.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't get through.
Thank you, Tony. We appreciate you, man.
Then you got Shogun Warriors showing up at the end, this is going to be a cover.
I think that's cool.
But yeah, I don't know, man. This one here is just hard for me, and I'm trying to look past it. We've had conversations, and I'm really, really doing my best to look past it and try to just separate the story from my issue with this story. And, it's just hard to do.
Yeah, I don't
really think the story is that good. No, I really don't.
No, and I've heard a lot of people say that. I've seen on Facebook groups all kinds of stuff.
I think Donny Cates is using a lot of this story to also kind of put out his personal opinions towards the people he lives around because he chose to live in Texas.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I haven't read it. I past our original.
Tony, what's up, brother? And thank you for the super chat, man.
Right on, man. That'll go towards funding the Honor and Curse giveaway next week, so we don't embarrass ourselves in front of Mark London. Justin, is this going to be your first time talking with Mark face to face?
No, I actually met him in person at New York ComiKon last year.
You think he'll remember that?
I think I hope so. I'm sure. I'm sure if he doesn't, he'll just lie and pretend that he did.
I tell you, Mark is genuinely one of the nicest people I've met.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
100%. That's no lie. And I love his work. I need Honor and Curse to continue in my life.
I mean, everybody always says, you got to be your own biggest cheerleader, but Jesus.
Hell, man. I cheerlead. I cheerlead.
Don't say Jesus when you're talking about Donny Cates. That pisses me off. Sorry.
All right. So what other books have you read?
That was all I got to read this week. I read like half of the crossover. I read all of Avengers, and I read Venom. So the next things I will be reading.
Origins, bro, so good. Y'all jump on
Origins. I don't know if I'm gonna read. I still haven't read any of these new ones yet, but I may. But
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
these two I'm definitely gonna read, and I'm not even like as bad as this sounds. I'm not even buying these to read. I'm just buying the Eastman variants because it's Eastman, and sometimes he puts out a really cool one, and it's hard to get it if you don't have it on your pull list. So I'm just keeping it on my pull list. But
yeah.
I think the storyline right now, I hate what this story is right now.
So I read I read all of those, and I read Seven Secrets this week too. I don't know, man. I really like where the story's going, but it's just not developed enough. I've got to catch up, man. I haven't read like the last 6.
I'm just behind one issue. So Seven Secrets is finally 100% off of my pull list.
Hey, real quick, Beans. So I've been getting messages, people like specifically Ryan. He's like, hey, I can't see the chat or my comments aren't working or something. You're not the only one. And we have not, he's like, hey, have you blocked us or something? I said, no. So like, if you're commenting and we're not popping it up there or you think we're missing you, I promise to God, we're not ignoring you or anything like that. I think there's just an issue with YouTube right now. Because like literally we've gotten several. Yeah, Chris. So like we've gotten several of those messages like, hey, what's going on, man? So, all right. So that was our review segment. That went really well, Justin. Did you read anything?
I did. I read 2 books. I'm sorry, 2 books that came out this week. I'm still getting caught up from like weeks ago.
I read that one. Well, okay. So what do you think about Homesick Pilots? Be honest, or as best you can.
I like the art.
Yep.
I'm intrigued and interested enough to pick up issue 2.
Okay. So my thoughts. Art's awesome. I can't relate to the story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like I tried, man. I couldn't finish it. I reread the first 5
It's
pages.
not about a nerd.
I don't know anything about the rock punk thing. Kind of like I couldn't get into it, man.
I was throwing a Tom King joke in there and you didn't hear me.
What?
I really enjoy. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No,
I was telling Nick I was kind of throwing the Tom King joke in there. He said he couldn't relate to it. I was like, oh, it wasn't about a nerd.
So what were you saying, Justin?
I still very much enjoy punk music.
Yeah.
And still will go to punk shows. I just stand in the back or get balcony seats because I'm old.
I bet you death metal like this one. He's a punk guy.
So I did enjoy those type of references that they were talking about.
I didn't get it, man.
But it's hard to relate to the main characters because I mean I didn't grow up in a foster home or an orphanage or
Yeah, it was like I said, that wasn't even the part that it was just like I didn't get those references. I don't understand that culture. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I don't listen to music in general, right? I have a
not unless it's from the 90s, or the 80s. I don't play with it either.
Yeah, and Beans. So people are saying if you can't read it, that they had to restart the phone. Probably a YouTube issue. So again, we're not ignoring you if they're not popping up, and if you can't see it, I promise I'm not.
Yeah, I can't anymore.
And yes, Nick, I am going to get Star Wars High Republic, and we have a lot to talk about later with Star Wars and all of the investor. Freaking dude, mind blowing.
I think I'll exit stage left whenever the Star Wars talk starts.
I'm pumped up about the Star Wars stuff, man.
I just don't know anything about it, so like I could care less at this point. But if it was something I knew about, like more about like you guys, then yeah, maybe. Like I don't hate Star Wars. I'm not against Star Wars, but I'm not the fan you guys are. So like it doesn't really do it, like I did not get the giggly excited feeling you guys did.
Did you watch my video I did?
Yeah.
Did you like the intro?
I don't remember what it was, dude. It was like 4:30 in the morning. I was like half watching it while I was driving to work. Sorry.
I tell you what, it's bad when you put out content and your own damn brother won't even watch it.
I said I watched it, but again, it was around 4:30 in the morning when I was on my way to work after only being home for like 6 or 7 hours.
Well, while Justin and I talk about the next book he read as a review, why don't you pull it up and watch just the first 5 seconds? Justin, what was the other book you read?
The other book I read was the newest AWA title, Bite Sized.
I didn't know about that one.
Which video?
The one that has like 700-800 views now. It's the full recap, the Disney investor one.
Oh, you're just gonna throw it doesn't even have 800 already. It's not even at 700. So calm your jets there, buddy.
Whatever.
Okay, it's not like you put out a Last Ronin issue number 2 that's already up.
Justin, go ahead.
So I didn't know anything about this book when I picked it up. I only bought it specifically because it's AWA, and that's what I do. So Colin Bun's writing it. I feel like this is definitely meant for kids. Like this is the first in a kid line type of books. So I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that I wish I had known that going in.
Yeah.
That's not going to stop me from picking up issue 2. I just think that you know, when you see the art, it's very, I don't know. It seems very
yeah, I know what you mean. Campy?
geared towards that specific age group.
Yeah. Very neat. Oh, by the way, Mad Cave, man, they have a new imprint that they just started. That's pretty cool. Young adult graphic novels or something like that. I forget what it's called.
They're like 200-page books geared towards. They're basically getting into the young adult
novels. Market. Yeah, good for them. Good for them.
I just got my first one that I've got to do like 190 pages.
Oh, so you're taking those on?
I've got. They announced 5. I'm lettering 2 of them.
So do they know you also worked on Zombie Tramp, right?
I mean, I guess that would be an interesting thing to talk about next week, huh?
Mark said, you had the guy lettering your kid books that also did Zombie Tramp.
Well, to be fair, before I lettered before, during, and after Zombie Tramp, I was lettering Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. So
Josh, real quick, Justin, didn't mean to cut you off. Josh, while I got you here and you're watching, I know you've been busy. I meant to tell you earlier today how much we have missed you in the chat. It's been like 2 weeks since we've been seeing you in the chat. Dustin, every time we pop, every like few minutes, I'm like, man, I have genuinely missed Josh in the chat. And I talked about some of the things from Crossover you mentioned today and gave you credit. And Josh, I think you're a moderator. Drop Haven Comics link in the chat.
I think next time I'm in town, I'm gonna see me and Josh can have a conversation about that book, because I'd like to see what he thinks about it. If he thinks that I'm just overreacting, or if he in any way sees what I'm thinking, but we'll see.
Dude, you lettered Miraculous.
Oh, I did. That? Every issue of that Action Lab put out of Miraculous, I lettered.
What is that about?
Miraculous is a kid show that they adapted to comics. But what's it about? Basically, a teenage girl gets superpowers, and it's very villain of the week.
Oh, okay.
Stuff. I'm trying to see if I see your name on the cover anywhere.
Of Miraculous or Zombie Tramp?
Yeah, man. Josh is a big dog in the defense world. He's got to get some stuff done. All right.
So yes. As soon as the video started, yes, I remembered watching that, and I watched it a couple of times just to make sure I didn't like misread what you actually said, and I was very proud.
Holy Santa Claus! So full disclosure,
and it's not Santa Claus. Thank you. It is Holy Santa Claus. SANA is how it's pronounced.
No, it's Santa with a T.
Oh my gosh!
Literally,
it's high class. You're still high class now.
Santa
used to say Santa like the rest of us.
Apologies. Although, did you see the comment earlier where they're like, "Hey, man, this is high class" when Nick's doing the interview? Oh man, it was a fun conversation with Jim. for sure. All right, so we did our little reviews since Dustin didn't read anything.
Yes, forgive me for being overworked, sick to death, and
Look, this is the Babble-on. We don't have time for you to sit around. Oh, real quick, guys.
what
January-
about the weeks after weeks upon weeks that you weren't going to the shop and picking up anything and reading anything?
Because of COVID, and I didn't want to go expose Josh and his wife to COVID.
This is the Babble-on, okay? I don't want to hear your excuses.
All right, so real quick, guys. This is something I'm going to do, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. We can talk about it for just a brief moment. I want to take our Saturday night Babble-on, and it's going to be gorgeous. I'm going to turn it into an audio-only podcast version, and I'm going to blast it out everywhere. And you know what it's going to be called? The Comic Book Babble-on podcast. But I'm going to leave off podcast, but it's just going to be called the Comic Book Babble-on. And I think it might actually do pretty well. So I think starting, like, we should really try to remember that starting maybe like January, and I'll start pushing that out there. And we'll have a weekly Comic Book Babble-on podcast, or people could listen to it audio only if they want.
I looked at one point on how to set us up on like Spotify and SoundCloud.
Oh, I've already got everything set to where as soon as we're ready, and we're gonna like make sure we're mindful of things when we're talking. Like, hey, I'm showing off this book, and you know, helping out the audio only listeners. But I'm already ready to push it out to every platform.
So we can't do like comedians do when they know something's going to be pushed to like a CD and be like, "Oh man, I'm sitting here," and he's like talking about like the shirt he's like look at this guy's shirt right here. Can you guys believe this? And then he'll go, "The people that buy the CD of this concert are going to be pissed. They don't know what this guy's shirt looks like. It's going to drive them nuts."
Justin, do you know what comedian he's talking about?
Mitch Hedberg.
I love
Mitch Hedberg.
What's the name of the hotel? Tree. No, Double Tree. Hell yeah.
I want a quadruple tree. Well, we were almost there. Dude, I told one of his jokes tonight. When we were at the petting zoo. The giraffe came out. And I was like, Could you imagine a giraffe with a sore throat? God dang it. Anyway. The lady in front of us, she almost peed herself laughing. And I was like, I told my son, I was like, could you imagine that guy right there with a sore throat?
My favorite one's about the club sandwich, man. But if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, man, he's
not in the club.
Yeah. I do the tree, no, Double Tree. Hell yeah, all the time because it's the funniest. Have you ever listened to him, Justin?
Is the best on point delivery comedian to ever live. He's dead now, but he used to be alive. When he was, man, he was great.
And he was like the OG cokehead comedian, like for real. He's like, and then he tells this big long joke about the UPS man being his drug dealer. And he doesn't know it.
I like the UPS guy because he's a drug dealer and he doesn't even know it. I'm like, what?
Bro, and like you had me listen to that stuff. I don't even think I was like 13, 14 when I was listening to that stuff.
In his apartment, and some guy would be like not beating on the wall, and he'd be like, "Go around. Yeah. I don't know what you have over there, but on this side there is no door."
Oh my god, I'm pretty sure we're the only people that find it funny because nobody knows the context.
Mitch Hedberg, it's for free on YouTube. You can go watch.
Yeah,
a couple of different ones on there, and man,
100%. All right, so let's do our top picks. I think I already clicked the video picks of the week. Dustin, what's your cover of the week?
Cover of the week. Let's see. Is it cheating to do this one?
No, I don't think so.
Then I'll just go with the Unhuggly.
All right, Justin, what's your cover of the week?
Really digging this Amazing Spider-Man issue.
Yeah, I do like that cover.
Spider-Man, give me a break. Can I get a name in there? Comics and Death Metal. Come on, man.
Look, if we're doing cover of the week of the cover I picked up, like obviously that, but I think that's kind of cheating. But
it isn't. But you literally didn't you just say like you weren't really digging the cover though?
I said this.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I was gonna say you literally like were kind of agreeing with me that the Luke Skywalker cover kind of sucked.
I mean, it's not the greatest, but I mean, it's not terrible. It would have been better if it was.
Oh, sorry, I'm not. I forgot. I'm not trying to hurt your resale value. Sorry, that cover is
I'm
the
not
itch
gonna
right
sell
there,
it.
boy.
Now, if it hits like $500 on a 9.8, oh, it's getting gone. But I didn't buy it to flip. Quiet down, Dustin. Quiet down. You're next. All right. So, read of the week from you is Origins. Justin, do you have a read of the week?
No, I don't.
I want it, but I'll trade you for a 9.4 or a 7.5 Batman Adventures 12 there, Southern Comic Geek.
Yo, can I just say I totally got shafted on his giveaway. Yo,
hold on, let Justin finish. We always interrupt you, Justin.
Sorry.
You got to stay strong, man.
Sometimes I forget he's here. He's just like he's only honorable mention here. So
I'm not putting it back up.
like he's only like kind of here though, right?
I only read 2 books. I don't feel like talking about either of them. Like, the only way I would talk about one over the other is because by default. So, yeah.
Hey, Josh, I know you got that 9.4, but Josh has, or Southern Comic Geek has a 7.5, and if he's willing to trade a $25 comic for like $450, $500, I'm down. But yeah, he does have a 9.4.
Josh,
Go ahead.
You interrupted Justin.
Go ahead. At least I know your name, Justin.
I'm confused. What's going on?
We interrupted you again.
I thought I was done.
Okay. Well, if you say so.
So yeah, Southern Comic Geek does a giveaway. Now I've been saying for weeks, hey man, I'll pop in on his live streams. Hey man, do you need my address again for that New Mutants 98? Or do you still have it logged in your address books? You know, I've been claiming that I'm winning this for weeks. And so he goes to do the wheel, and then Big Will. And I was like, well, hold on. Now, before you do that, are you typing in the address of the mystery wheel place on your computer and hitting enter? Or how are you going to do that? And then once you go to the website, did you type in the names alphabetically or how they entered? Like he was like digging on Jason, like how exactly are you gonna do this and
you
this?
talking about Big Will?
Yeah,
dude, he was cracking me up, man.
You know, he's like, are you? Did you type these in yesterday or did you type them in today? We need to know everything. So then he says, you know, are you gonna do a backup winner in case the person you that wins doesn't claim it?
Well, and here's the funny part.
How long are you gonna give them to claim it?
Yeah,
and it's just 48 hours. He says, well, they got to be in the chat. No, they can hit me up within 48 hours. All right. So Bake the Snake is the winner.
And he was in the chat, then left. So I messaged him. And I was like, hey, you just won, by the way. And his response was like, holy effing ball, you know, whatever.
Why'd you message him, you jerk?
Because, man, I was pumped up for him. It was a big deal.
You should have been more pumped up for him not to.
Well, did you see my
48 hours, bro, and it would have been mine.
Did you see my comments afterwards?
Yeah,
like,
you said Dustin's gonna be pissed.
And then I was like, did you let everybody know it's a facsimile cover?
Yeah.
So Nick won't want the New Mutants.
Yeah.
But
so anyway, he rolls for the backup winner and it's us. And I'm like, are you friggin' kidding me, man?
Yeah.
Like, golly. And I didn't get to watch it till I got off of work, but I was just like, dang, man, I was right there.
I genuinely enjoyed that. That was a fun stream.
Yeah.
Hey, Southern Comic Geek, by the way, y'all go subscribe to his channel. He's giving away an X-Men #4 and not the loser one that's got Omega Red. Dustin, that's disgusting. Can you at least like turn off your mic or your camera when you pick in back there? Ugh.
Sorry, I had a piece of cough drop stuck to the inside of my tongue.
But he's giving away a real X-Men #4. So go check him out, man. You want to talk about some banger hauls? Comic Geek pulls out some banger hauls. Yahweh 2045, Sean, how you doing, sir?
Okay.
Another guy that would probably put most people's collections, not just to shame, but in the dirt. But hey, collect your way. My Dragon Ball Z collection is better than anybody's.
That's a negative. That's a negative there, Ghost Rider. All right, so where are we rolling into next, man?
All right. So thanks, guys, for dropping Southern Comic. And check out Adrian, man, and all the other creators that help support us and everything else, putting out some amazing content. And by the way, guys, we are doing a giveaway. So help us share that out, man. Like Rick shared it out to a Facebook group, and we got a pretty good response on that. So if you are part of a Facebook group, Austin Geminites, I'm not self-promoting in there, but if you wanted to share it out, maybe Jim won't delete it. Look, we need to hit 2,500 by the end of the year. That'd be sweet.
If we hit 2,500 before the end of the year, I'll do it, man.
I'll record it. Hey,
I'll
and we have
live.
I'm pretty pumped actually, Dustin, about what we were talking about. The collaboration we were talking about doing, the hunting video, we'll say.
You thought that was going to be fun?
So I think like the Kevin Smith or Kevin James, he does the sound guy. I think that would be a very cool 2-3 minute little segment where we could really produce that pretty highly. And the person we're talking about collabing with having like a very clean audio overlay would be like, I'm talking full getting dressed, the whole full. Yeah, I think that could be really cool. So.
I mean, that was literally like, yeah. I mean, that was how and it literally just kind of popped in my head on the fly. So yeah.
Not yet. All right, so let's jump into, and I'll wait for Justin to come back. And this is something, Dustin, I don't even know if you know about Solid Blood because you've been under a rock. And Josh, did that come out this week or next week? I think it's next week. But if it comes out next week, I would love to have a copy.
Your mom comes out next week.
Oh, and I don't think anybody was able to actually FOC that. Maybe you did FOC it, or maybe Image is just shooting them out to everybody. All right, so what are we going to do? So tonight's Babble-on, we're going to do like our top 5 or top picks is going to be top 5 favorite things from the announcement from Disney. We did the new. Let's do the news. We're going to remove him for a minute because that was loud. Cheers, Justin. What are you snacking on?
Had to get me some cough drops going here.
I had some cornbread.
Cornbread milk.
But of all things in the world, cornbread?
No, dude, you got to throw it in a bowl with some milk. Eat it with a spoon, homie.
Nope.
What is wrong with you? Don't eat milk in your cereal. You don't eat milk in your cornbread.
I love you, Josh.
I honestly didn't know people did that with cornbread.
It's a Mississippi thing.
No, it's not. Dad does it.
Where do you think he picked it up from?
He's literally never lived in Mississippi. How would he pick it up from there when he's done it his whole life?
I thought that came from like Granny Ruby and them over there, and then he just picked it up.
They did it too, but no.
Mm.
It's called a Southern delicacy. It's one of them very redneck things. Nick don't want to have anything attached to him.
No, I just genuinely don't like cornbread. It's not my thing.
Our dad makes the best cornbread this side of the Mississippi River, and you ain't gonna be able to diss it.
All right, so let's get into the news. So Pure Blood or Solid Blood number 17. Do you know about this, Justin?
I'm actually reading it right now.
Okay, so Solid Blood number 17. Robert Kirkman posted a Twitter. He's like, "Hey guys, by the way, I created this new YouTube channel. Come check out the video." And he goes through this big whole spiel about, guys, look at this Image comic, and it looks like pure 90s Robert Liefeld, Robert Kirk, all those guys, like freaking Darkhawk #1 type 90s look to it, right? He's like, Diamond called us up, said that they found this palette of comic books. They didn't know where it came from. It just showed up there. And so they sent over a copy of it for him to look at, and it's Solid Blood 17 is what it's called. And he's like, I don't know. He's like, this looks like my work. And then he talks about the artist. I forget the artist's name, but he's like, the artist is exclusive to Marvel. He's finishing up his contract there, so he couldn't have worked on it.
It's Ryan Oatley.
Yeah. And he goes, so there's no way we could have done this. And he's actually pretty convincing. At first, I didn't get the gag. And then he goes, so I just told Diamond to send it out next week. Otley, I think is who it is. So Solid Blood number 17. And I tell you what, let me pull it up here because it actually looks very interesting. I mean, it's so 90s. And nobody really knows what it's going to tie to. Actually, I wonder if Josh, did you get that in already? Ryan Otley. I wonder if Josh got it in because he got his books in a little early. UPS is running a little early. Am I laggy?
No.
Okay. It just looks like I'm on my end. All right. So I wonder if he already got it and he read it. Because I would be intrigued to get a text message to know what it's about. And I won't share.
Wait, not even with us?
Oh, I mean, I guess, right? Maybe if I'm allowed to. I don't think anybody's allowed to know yet. But so this is it. Solid Blood 17. And can we just point out Robert Kirkman just looks like a regular dude? I love
Wait
it.
a minute. Do I look like him with my glasses off?
Kinda. If you were to cut your hair, I think so. Yeah, dude. If you buzzed it, you are Robert Kirkman.
I should use that towards my advantage at some point.
Josh, did you read Solid Blood 17? Because I would love. Oh my gosh, I should have stayed a little bit longer. I could have read it with him. All right, so basically, the whole thing's like, oh my gosh, 2020, blah 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 blah. And where's the cover, man? Cyberpunk 2077 has a huge nudity issue. Okay, nobody cares. I want to see the cover. But I don't know, man. It's a pretty cool little hype move. What do you guys think?
I like the way that he just drops stuff.
And they've been having like little things like, oh, we got something big coming, and everybody's like, oh, it's Saga 55. If it's Saga 55 and I don't already have read it, I would be 100% sure it ties in a crossover. Okay, cool.
I mean, it's a cool storytelling method.
Yeah. Why won't it show the cover anywhere? I'm getting very frustrated. Here we go. Total 90s, man. Like, look at that. And he goes, it's a character they created, and I forget what it tied back into. But tell me that doesn't look just like the 90s.
I'm getting some Darkhawk vibes right there.
Like the title design on it, man, looks like something that came off of like, Microsoft Paint. You know what I mean? So there's some of the inside shots. Okay, so it's obviously not Saga 55. Interesting. But anything comes off of Bleeding Cool, you got to take that with a grain of salt, man. They are talk about some hype guys and some clickbaits. Look at Dustin. Put up a fireplace. You're using the same one I am. Dude, it is so cold out here right now. Like, I'm genuinely cold.
Why do I get muted when I speak? Why does that happen?
I didn't mute you.
Oh. I thought you muted me. Yeah, here we go. Now we're both cool.
Justin's the only one not cool. And Josh, I don't see how. I know you've been busy, but man, I would rip that out and read it first thing. Interesting. All right. So what else happened in the news this week? It was kind of a slow news week. I'm joking. It was a huge news week. Dustin, what was the one thing you wanted to talk about?
I don't remember. It wasn't that important.
The TMNT thing? You also didn't remember you were supposed to be coming up with a conversation for Jim Mint.
Like I said, it's been a week.
He goes, when did
when did I say this? I don't remember saying this.
Oh, Kevin Eastman, they're gonna come up with some previews or prequels to Last Ronin.
Yeah, so I didn't even read that. I didn't even have time this week to read the article. I sent it to you guys so that I would know I would have the link saved somewhere, and I never even got to read the article, but something's happening.
Yeah, so they're cool. Just subbed. Keep up the good work, man. I appreciate those comments. Like, I genuinely love those kind of comments. Like, hey, we appreciate you guys. Yeah. Well, good, man. Y'all wouldn't believe how much it costs for 1 week's worth of comics at a comic shop.
Oh, I know.
Oof, that
Me
was
and
nuts.
John talk about that kind of stuff all the time.
I repeated the order to
John
him.
and Josh both got screwed the same way by Diamond. They got
That's funny.
not sure what that means, but all right.
Look to your left.
Oh, I do have a nice rack.
Oh man. I love it.
Best rack on YouTube, as far as I'm concerned.
All
It
right.
might be. It's a pretty big rack too. I mean, it's huge.
Good Lord.
All
right.
Anyway,
Let's talk about the investor day.
Josh got literally shipped a whole diamond box with one book in it, and they
Yeah, he
charged
did.
him for the shipping on it. Well, back to back got sent a poster that was a freebie to advertise and was charged shipping. Cost them like $30. That was all that was in the box. Free advertisement for the distributors, and they charged them all that money. And it was literally like this long, just a rolled up poster.
That's
I was
ridiculous.
like, bro, I'd have a fit.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. So let's talk about Disney Investor Day. Big things happened this
We'll
week.
talk about that later.
Oh, I mean, so how do we want to do that, right? We never talked about it. Like, we can talk about top fives then, or do we want to talk about everything, or do we want to do it right now?
Talk about it all after the toy box segment.
Okay, let's do the toy box segment now then.
Oh, hold on. What? I don't know what the sticker looks like, but
Justin, can you look on your cell phone, because we're both streaming Fireplaces?
It's a pair dancing, saying #1 fan.
We love you, Sean.
absolutely, 100%.
Magic.
Later, brother. You have a
Thank
good
you, sir. Thank you. We have the best people. I swear we do.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna jump into I so desperately want to change that because it does not fit any of our others, but I feel like at this point it's an iconic piece of Two Brothers Comics Babble-on.
I still don't understand why we haven't had like that graphic put on a shirt and available to our subscribers.
Because I'm like 1,000% sure that would be an issue. It's got the X-Men logo.
What if we turn the X into a J?
BBTS, dude.
BBT freaking S.
Oh man.
Justin is a Gold Club member.
Ooh, is that a thing?
I don't know, but they won't take your MasterCard or Visa now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I heard if you just put your credit card information for $1, you can get as much Gold Club membership stuff as you wanted for a day.
All right, we're moving on. Justin's Toy Box. What'd you guys pick up this week?
I'll go first.
God help us.
No, I actually got some cool stuff. No Funkos. Like, I got some legit cool shit. Sorry. We're close. We're within 13 minutes. So, Biggie Shack sent me these awesome turtles here. This one is from 1991. So, I was about 2 years old. This is Donatello Fireman. Minus the it's just the turtle, not the accessories, but that was a really cool one. My kid really liked them. He sat and played with them for a little while. He thought that was really cool. So these were always so awkward to make them stand.
Yeah, I actually bought little foot stands specifically for them.
Okay. And then you got Donnie in Disguise.
Yep, Undercover Dawn.
And this is from 1990. So depending on what month it came out, I could have been a year old or less. And he sent me this awesome Mankind. It's almost like a mini statue. The only thing that moves is his foot right here. But it's pretty cool. I'm going to start using it on the hunt when I'm using my Mankind character as a Mike piece, but Mick Foley is hands down one of the all times. So that was really cool of him. Now the one thing, and I hate Nick left. Like, dude, really? I mean, this is something that is super cool. So I was at Walmart today, and I found something I didn't even know was out there. So, Justin, have you ever heard of this? They didn't really ever do very well. I mean, it's an old toy company that I mean, they didn't make any impact or anything, called Migos.
Oh yeah.
So apparently there are some reproduction lines going on right now. And one of those lines happens to be a movie line. And within that movie line happens to be a character that I absolutely love and adore with every fiber of my being. And I picked it up today. Now I'm hesitant. I haven't decided if I want to open it or not. I really want to open it and get like a stand for it. But I don't know. I love how the packaging looks, so I might try to find another one. But check that out.
Oh, nice.
That is so cool. Original Rocky Balboa Migo, and this is like reproduced to the exact standards of the original Migo too.
You know, I say let it breathe, but that actually looks good on card.
It does, and that's why I'm. But I want another one. Like, I want one on card, and I want one to open up and pose, and get one of the stands that wraps around the waist, because he does not have, of course, because it is to the original Migo standards.
It's all right, Josh. We appreciate you, brother.
It does not. Later, brother. It doesn't have the
Even comics.
the stand holes there, but yeah, man, I was just like, man, this is too cool. 8-inch Migo original detail and quality figure with 14 points of articulation. Yeah, so I don't know how long these have been out, but today's the first time I've ever seen one. So
I think I've seen like those, the Golden Girls.
I know they've got like the horror movie ones out right now. I saw some of those, but anything Rocky, I buy it. I love so much about Rocky, the story. Sylvester Stallone, you know, of course, Rocky's much better than his earlier work that he did, you know, prior to. If anybody gets that joke,
He was an actor of an unsavory kind.
but I mean, it's not like the greatest, most detailed and high quality figure, but the fact that it is a original detail and quality of the original Migo figure for Rocky makes it so awesome. So I was really, really excited about that. My wife didn't even like look twice. She was just like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "Oh yeah, that's, you got to have that." She didn't even bat an eye. So that was probably, this is absolutely my favorite thing I picked up all week.
Dustin, have you ever had crunchy chickpeas?
No,
You should. They're good.
your mom eats chickpeas. Oh,
Nick, you didn't pick anything up? Okay. I have a few things. I packaged up all of my Marvel figure arts and sold them off. Didn't even think twice about it. They're gone.
even the Captain America.
Yep, even Captain America. Like all
That Captain America.
I had at least 3 or 4 of them, but they're all gone. Gone. So some of the stuff that I picked up at the shop that I traded it into, start off with these. Of course, I had to get me some turtle figures while I was there. So we have Napoleon Bonafrog.
He said boner.
I was going to say bone a frog.
Bonafrog. I did not say the other.
Justin, you're better than that. You don't bone frogs.
I do not go for the cheap puff.
High class frogs, boy.
Yes. Hashtag high class frogs.
Justin's been selling a lot of figures. He's selling out.
I have come to the realization that I have a finite amount of space.
He's a sideshow sellout.
I am. That is part of the reason also.
Panda really liked your boner frog.
We have the mutation Leo, so he will change to a baby turtle.
Oh, I remember those.
Lieutenant Leo, because I got the Paratrooper Don that you guys sent me. So we've got Panda Con. So those were the only turtles that I picked up. I had this guy come
Adrian into a Ninja Turtle figure. What?
What's that?
I said I didn't know that Adrian has his own Ninja Turtle figure.
He does. Panda Con.
You do not have that turtle figure strapped to a microphone on your channel next time you go live, bro. You are so missing out.
So this came in over earlier the week. It's the Hot Toys Commander Cody. And while I was at the shop today, I picked up two things. The first one was if you have a clone Commander Cody, you need a clone to go with it. So this is the Sideshow Phase 1 Clone Trooper.
Awesome.
That is cool.
I wished I'd have known you were going. I would have had you look for something that I'm trying to find for my kid while you were there. But
I should have. It was a very spur of the moment surprise trip. Like I was surprised my wife said yes, you can go.
You didn't bring your wife and kid with you?
It's a fairly long drive.
I forget they're like 9 and 10.
No.
I'm talking
Gwen's
top
higher
10.
than that. Gwen's higher than that.
Oh, I'm joking. I'm totally just making a joke.
So the main reason why I went is because earlier in the week they had posted a picture of a hot toy that they had gotten in. So I just like hoped and prayed that it would still be there this weekend for me to go, like have a chance to go down there and get it. And it was still there. It is the Spider-Man Homecoming suit. So I'm really excited for this one.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I think I would like those and like the
if it wasn't Spider-Man.
And I got one last thing in, and I don't think I've ever shown anything like this on the channel before.
Better not be a stripper.
Okay, so we know he frequents BBTS. We're gonna have to screen this, Justin. So flash it backstage so that we know that we're safe here. Nick, you're muted.
My Lego Ecto 1.
That's cool.
Oh, cool. I still have never seen those movies.
And this box is bigger than I thought it would be. So I was a little surprised by that.
That's a Lego.
But that was it. That was my pickups for the week.
Is that a Lego?
That is a Lego.
Let me
Not
see.
to be confused with Amigo.
Show it again. I just want to look.
There you go. Right there.
That does not look like a Lego, but I mean, my kids got some cars that have those. It's the way that they make the outside of them pieces for the outside. So yeah. How many pieces is that one? He can't hear me. Can anybody? Am I not?
What were you saying?
You're saying something?
I said, how many pieces is that?
We can't
Like
hear
20.
you. Damn it, Justin.
No, Justin really wasn't hearing me a couple of times.
I really wasn't.
Like I was just talking like hell to him, and he was just like, "That's all I got." What about the 4 questions I asked you?
Well, okay. Question number 1. It's like 2,500 pieces.
How many hours do you think that'll take to put together?
Probably about 6. 6 to 8 hours.
I never even finished putting together my kid's Batmobile. It was like 300 pieces.
I wouldn't get this set then.
I got halfway through, realized I had to start over because like somewhere in there a piece got put in the wrong spot and threw the whole thing off, and I got pissed.
So Yahweh, Sean, for whatever reason, man, this has been happening all night to people. Some people said restarted your phone. Some people said just log off of YouTube, come back in. I have no clue, man.
Ooh, that's not good. That is not good.
All right, any more toy box stuff?
I'm sorry.
Any more toy box?
Nope, that's it.
All right, so for the Disney investor call for the video that got 700 views, it's actually at 705, Dustin. Thank you. I'm just going to play that for the next 30 minutes. How about that?
When did it jump up?
Good night, everyone.
I'm just kidding. Totally just kidding. Justin, I think you deserve seat number 2.
That last Ronin number 2 video idea is doing great, man.
Yeah, you need to do like an update for number 3, even though we haven't even gotten it yet.
I don't think anybody will care. After, I mean, like literally at this point, all attention has been shifted away from Turtles to something new, which is what I was saying was going to happen after my Turtles market has now been infiltrated and drove through the roof, and now everyone moves on to the next thing, and my Turtle books are going to cost me more now to buy.
All right, Disney Investor Day. We had so many big new things. Justin.
Jeez, that's got to piss you off. I know it does when you do it to me.
That doesn't bother me. But Justin, you lead this one, man. I know you're most excited. You watched it. So you lead the conversation. We'll be quiet.
Yeah, so the important thing I think that we should mention before we start talking about this is it wasn't just Marvel and Star Wars stuff that got announced. There was a ton of other stuff that they announced before, like the main course, so to speak. So a ton of Disney animated shows were announced. A ton of Pixar news was announced. For some reason, they included National Geographic shows if you're into those type of documentaries. What other? They had stuff from Hulu and FX on there since they now own Hulu and Fox.
Bro, why The Last Man on FX? I'm pumped.
Spoiler alert, that is my number 1.
Uh-oh. All right.
So, what else? Like, I'm trying to think of what other things. Apparently, this is groundbreaking, guys. This is groundbreaking. There is going to be a show starting, I think, in 2021 on ESPN Plus that covers the previous day's sports news and highlights. Why hasn't someone done this before?
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, so you're just bringing SportsCenter to ESPN Plus. Got it.
Basically.
But yeah, there was so much stuff. Like, I feel like Disney took everything that they would have said at random conventions throughout the year and just dropped it all on us during this event.
Well, it was very much so like a mini D23.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So let's kick it off with, let's not talk. I mean, obviously, we're going to do like our top 5 favorite things later. It'll be a little bit of a different top 10. But what shocked you the most out of the event? What announcement?
Like I didn't see it coming, or I didn't expect it, or I mean, this kind of could give away some of the stuff that we talk about later, but I wasn't expecting a Rogue Squadron movie, let alone one directed by Patty Jenkins.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And it was interesting to see her like talk crap about Joss Whedon's Justice League the day that happens.
I missed all of that, so
I think that's why she did it. Basically said her and the other DC directors don't actually consider that to be canon anymore.
Interesting.
And that it was awful.
Well, DC's getting rid of canon, so
I don't think the Snyder, I'm like, not to go off topic, but I don't think the Snyder Cut's going to do any better. Like, I saw the rework of, what's the bad guy? Steppenwolf. I'm not a huge fan of Steppenwolf. And I don't like he just went from like basic to shiny. Like, holofoil variant of Steppenwolf in the movie. Not pumped. But anyways, the Rogue Squadron. I'm interested because Rogue One did very well.
Yeah, so as soon as my iPad gets here, I'm going back and reading all of the Rogue Squadron / X-Wing comics that Dark Horse put out. I might pick up the novels, like even though none of it's considered canon anymore. I very much want to learn as much as I can about that, just so I can be that much more excited. Excuse me, for it when it does come out, because right now my knowledge of Rogue Squadron is based upon the Nintendo 64 games.
Right on. I wonder what would be a good jumping on point. I guess just immediately with where Dark Horse picks up. Like I'm saying, jumping on point after like the main Marvel, it basically follows the movies. Like where would be a good jumping on point from that point for Star Wars?
Like as far as like Dark Horse goes, or
yeah.
I think you just have to figure out like what kind of Star Wars stories you like.
Yeah.
And then figure out which Dark Horse books are telling that.
Did you see this new omnibus I got? The Luke Skywalker one from Dark Horse?
I did.
So I opened it up. It's pretty freaking sweet.
What does the cover
Nice.
look like?
What?
What does the cover look like on that?
1 second, I'll show you.
Yeah, so there was a lot of stuff to get excited and hyped about. Disney owns probably like everything now, so there's probably a little bit of something for everybody out of this.
Even me?
Even you. Hey, I've seen that before.
I have one.
Meaning it's over there. I have one.
I weathered it. Do you see?
I do see.
He also cares none.
The story that it crashed.
I care.
See?
Come on, Justin, please.
Oh, sorry.
The story
see.
is it was flying and then it hit the ground, so now it's dirty. That's the weathering story.
See, I like Nick, so I don't want to hurt his feelings.
You couldn't hurt my feelings if you tried.
Now, Sean is a huge Star Wars fan too, so he's like digging that a lot right now, Nick.
Look at that weathering job, bro. It's a little too brown.
He's got like a movie room downstairs with like Star Wars stuff all over the walls and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna grab that omnibus.
I'll take you over there, and you guys can chat about Star Wars. The conversation he's not going to get from me.
You can just stand there and like awkwardly be like, "Yeah."
Oh, no, I'll do like I do when he leaves the room and just dig through all of his comic book boxes.
Oh, and I also picked up Berserk number 6, volume 6 this week. That's in the room.
So did Jim Mint when he was showing that off earlier.
Yeah, him and their reviews are always better than mine, so I'm not doing it anymore.
Oh, okay. So it looks exactly like the slipcover.
Yeah, which is kind of lame, but whatever.
It's a nice book, though. I mean, that is a very, very, very well done collected edition book. I will definitely say that. And if anybody's interested in wants one of these books right here, hit me up. I know where I can get you one. Still really, really nice. And it's about, I think it was like 65
cool.
bucks if you want one.
Adam Hughes did the cover on this.
Okay. So I haven't watched any of this stuff. So this conversation is for you two guys to handle. I've seen none of it. I know nothing of any of it. So
well, Justin's leading it, so onward.
Oh man, I'm not good at leading stuff.
Onward, that was an awesome movie. I really liked it.
Oh, I have not watched it.
No, there's some great adult content in there.
Well, my wife told me what it was about, and she's like, I don't know if you should watch it. And I'm like, okay.
No, you should totally watch it, dude. It's not going to bother you as a dad, I promise.
Oh, no. Like, aren't they looking for their dad who had just passed away?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why she thinks that I shouldn't watch it.
Well, but it's not like a sad movie in any way.
Dustin, what I'm trying to say is that I have daddy issues.
Well, I understand, but I was just trying to make sure you knew. Like,
Clearly, he can't take a hint,
it's
Justin.
comedy. Sorry.
I would have just kept continue. I would have been like, "Oh, okay, no big deal, Justin."
Oh, I thought he was saying like because he has a kid and sorry.
No, I'm saying it's because I'm a kid, or I was a kid. Wait, I've confused myself.
Oh, he just left outright. I didn't kick him. He just left.
You
Anyway,
know, honestly, I'm surprised to hear him say that he hasn't watched any of the Marvel trailers because there were a lot of them.
I'm not. He hasn't done. He hasn't done anything but work this week, man. He couldn't even show up on time for Jim Mint.
No.
Did you hear me ask what I should call it? Like if Jim Mint was the first name and Collectibles the last name, he goes, "It's Mr. Collectibles to you."
I like that. I like that.
I thought it was funny.
If I hadn't been driving, I was gonna type like, yeah, he only lets me call him Jim.
All right, so go ahead, Justin.
So I guess my question for you, Nick, is what were you most excited for out of this? Or no. What were you?
We accept them, one of us. Google gobble, one of us. We accept them, one of us. Google gobble.
We haven't got to do that in a while. Nick beat me to it. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. I think I'm on the wrong thing or something, but he beat me to it. B Ramey,
you change your branding. Thank you, B
so
Ramey.
much. What?
Send me your address, B Ramey, so I can get you your stickers.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We appreciate that, man.
All right.
What'd you say about my framing?
No, your branding. You need to change to new branding. Quit using those old stuff.
I'm pretty sure I'm on the new. I am.
Okay. On your new comic book day, you always use the wrong stuff.
Well, because it's not on the new brand, I don't think.
Then you need to swap to the new brand.
Oh, you added, okay, for a minute there wasn't a new comic book day thing on the new brand.
Yeah.
So I had to go back.
All right. Let's jump on topic.
Can we hash out Dirty Laundry like backstage, please?
Your mom has dirty laundry.
Yeah.
All right. What was your question, Justin?
What were you most surprised for?
Owen Wilson and Loki.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
That's going to be a pretty good pair up. I think that's going to work great.
I think it's going to be fantastic.
For some reason, I was thinking he was in Thor Ragnarok. Was he not in Thor Ragnarok?
No.
Mm-mm.
Matt Damon was Thor in Thor Ragnarok.
What's funny is that my wife was like, it took me longer to realize who that was than it should have.
When did he play Thor?
So in the beginning of the movie.
Whenever they're acting it out.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I love Owen Wilson. I think he's definitely one of my favorite actors. He's one of those guys I think people either can't stand him or they love him. But I think that him paired up with that Loki character is definitely going to be entertaining for sure.
When I don't remember what the release date of that is. So when we're getting that
2042, I don't know.
Is it a
Nick?
is it a
You're muted,
2021?
so nobody can hear you.
Which one?
Loki? Is that this year or next year?
I think it's next year.
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah, I think March we get, or no, there's no release date yet. January we get Wanda. March we get, what do you call it?
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yep. And then Loki's going to come after that. And Feige was very clear that all of these TV shows, movies, they're all interconnected. So I think a lot of it's going to be depending on, if these movies actually get to come out or not due to COVID. And the way he described.
Oh, there went our monetization for this friggin' stream.
Oh, yeah, I can't say COVID. If you say please, you're stupid. But Feige, the way he described the Falcon and Winter Soldier, he said it's a 6-part movie, basically, is how he described it.
Like, are they 45-minute episodes? Or are they I mean, that's my big question. Are they going to give it the Mando treatment, basically?
I don't know. But it's only 6 episodes. And honestly, I really want WandaVision to succeed because I do love that character. I love the Scarlet Witch.
I'm so sorry. That looks so horrible to me. There is not one thing about anything I've seen about that show that makes me think for even half a second I would even turn it on.
Way to even have a remotely open mind about things.
I mean, not even close. I mean, welded the doors shut.
Why?
It just looks stupid as it can be. I don't know why. I just think that looks so stupid personally.
What, like, did you watch the second trailer?
I watched both of them, yeah, and I cannot stand how they communicate with each other and their whole, the whole, like you said, Leave It to Beaver, I Love Lucy. I just think it's dumb. I did not
realize that's going to be a very quick thing for the whole show, right? Like that's not going to be the way the whole show is.
Oh,
okay. So you clearly didn't watch the end of the trailers and stuff where they go into the reality is being controlled. You got that right?
No, I don't know what it's about.
That whole thing is a facade.
When I saw the trailer, it just looked so dumb. I was just like, all right.
Okay. So
not for
that's
me.
probably going to be like a half a episode type thing. And then they're going to break out of it and move on to whatever's the bad guy fighting it. All right. See, you got to know everything before you form opinions.
No, don't. Not even close.
So when I was talking about this with my brother earlier, I said, remember that episode of Batman the animated series when I think it's Mad Hatter. I don't remember if it's Mad Hatter or Scarecrow. They've captured Batman and he's in this drug-induced dream where it's the perfect life. Like his parents are alive.
Yeah.
He's married to Selena. I think it's going to be something like that.
Yeah, and it'll be very short-lived. They're not going to do multiple episodes with that. I think we're literally getting
I really don't have any excitement. I know you like that Wanda character. To me, I don't.
How do you not like Scarlet Witch, man?
I
think she's so much more powerful than they let her be in the movie. What do you think, Justin? You think they did her justice?
I mean, no more mutants. That's all I'm going to say.
And then the other big thing I was excited for, but we knew it was going to happen, but the Fantastic Four announcement.
I got excited for that, and then I'm a little nervous just based upon the director.
So elaborate.
So the director of Fantastic Four is the guy who directed Homecoming and Far From Home. And those are great Spider-Man movies. I very much enjoy them. But I want my Fantastic Four to be a little bit more serious.
I don't think they're going to give you that. I think you're going to get exactly what you're getting with the Spider-Man feel where Iron Man, because he created that family environment from Tom Holland and Happy and Iron Man and that whole relationship thing. And I bet you they're going to continue that same type of feel movie for Fantastic Four.
And that's fine. I think what I'm trying to say is I only want 15% more serious.
Yeah.
Nothing
I want be a Fantastic Four coming in. I mean, but it's going to be so interesting. I mean, how all of a sudden, after everything the world's been through, do you explain the existence of the Fantastic Four? What do you think the origin story is going to be?
So I liked what someone, I don't remember where I saw this. It may have been here in a chat. But the one story that someone put out there was that, so we're all saying that before Namor was supposed to be the main villain of Black Panther 2, right?
Yes.
So the theory or the storyline that someone had put out there was that he's the villain. Something happens, and the after credits scene is Doctor Doom staring at a prison cell that's got the Fantastic Four in it, and fade to black, right? Or something happens and they're released from the negative zone or something.
I saw somebody talking about them doing the Doom War Black Panther story arc, where Doom is going to be the Black Panther villain instead of Namor, and that maybe that's the way they'll bring him in.
I don't know if I like that. I feel like Doom needs to be if he needs to show up in Fantastic Four or somehow be connected to them first.
I mean, they're bringing Kang in. He's a Fantastic Four villain, so I mean, like maybe through Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's a good point. We have no idea how Doctor Strange 2 and Spider-Man 3 are going to just break everything. So, yeah, I mean, it could be from that.
I'm just ready for this guy to show up. And then this book to like double in price. And then I'll share it with one lucky person somewhere in the world.
Provided they share something with you first.
Oh, yeah. Greenback dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah, so I mean, that was exciting. They showed off I think it was speculated, I think, but never confirmed but now it is confirmed, the Moon Knight series. You're still on mute.
Still muted, Nick.
I hate my life.
Try to be a little more professional today. Your professionalism level is about trash right now.
At least I showed up on time.
Next time I just won't show up. I could have did you that way.
I had it handled.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him had a great discussion about how bad Mighty Morphin was.
Yeah, I listened to your whole discussion, so I know what that discussion went.
Actually, if you think about it, Nick is being professional because he's turning his mic off when he's eating.
But he's not turning it back on when he's talking.
All right, so we're both right.
I can go with that if you're good with it.
Whatever.
Neither one of us is wrong. How about that?
I'm good with that.
So do we want to go ahead and do our top 5 favorite things from the thing?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm not writing these down because I don't think there's any way for us to rank this.
No, I don't think so either. I do not think so either.
That's a poor way to look at things, but okay.
What is your number 5, Dustin?
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Why?
Because it's related to Captain America.
Did you like the part where I was like, "Hey, we get to see Captain America. We'll get to see America's ass"?
Yeah, I thought you were wrong about thinking that Bucky looks better with short hair.
Oh, 100%, dude. But I'll tell you why. Because when he's a bad guy, long hair, it looks more menacing.
Yeah,
Good
but
guy,
I like
clean cut Captain.
Yeah,
America
but as a good guy, I still want him to be like that edgy badass, though. Not. I don't need Bucky to be Steve Rogers. I need Bucky to be the edgy kind of badass guy. Like if you're gonna have the comedian and the Falcon, Bucky's got to be like that edgy badass guy that they don't really mesh together well, but they do, kind of thing, kind of like Offset. But that's just me. So,
hey, I don't know what Southern Comic Geek just shared with us. Southern Comic Geek, if you're still watching, the message disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is it because I viewed it?
I think I accidentally clicked on it.
What was it?
You need to, I don't know, it's something to do with NECA.
Oh. As long as it wasn't an eggplant.
Yeah.
It was not. I think he sent us a screenshot of something that he had ordered.
Uh-oh.
due to maybe
Yes,
one or
Steve,
all
we are
of our
still alive. Duh.
So, hey, Starsky and Hutch is a good way of describing it.
It's
I
not
love
3
their
o'clock
dynamic.
yet, bro.
I love their dynamic.
All right, Nick, what was your number 5?
Gore the God Butcher. We get the official casting.
Oh, God, here we go. Everybody go out and get your Thor number 2s.
I don't care. I'm just excited about the character.
Just saying, like anybody watching, if you don't already have Thor number 2, you're too late.
Not yet. It's still going to skyrocket when this trailers come out, then sell.
Mm,
I think it's kind of that's not who anybody was speculating that he would play. They thought for sure that he was going to play the Minotaur guy. I can't remember his name. He's a Minotaur though, right?
The horse god.
No, like he's the president and CEO of Roxxon.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Beta Ray Bill.
No.
That's why I was laughing. I don't know that guy's name, no.
I'm thinking Minotaur from Role Models. That's the only thing that comes up. Minotaur.
That's going to bother me that I can't remember who it is, but that's who everybody thought he was going to play. And then they said, nope, he's actually playing this. And
No, they were talking about him playing Beta Ray Bill.
Mm-hmm. But this is a different guy.
Oh.
But Gore the God Butcher is going to be the most savage villain they've had on to date.
Have you ever read that series?
No, but I know a lot about the guy. It just like as a whole, going to be the most savage villain. I mean, Loki was cool, but he wasn't savage. Thanos was a righteous. What would you call him? He was going on like a righteous terror, right? Like he felt like he genuinely was doing something good for the universe.
Thank you, Southern Comic Geek. Dario Auger. Thank you.
I thought he meant Beta Ray Bill too. But yeah, so I'm excited about that one. All right, Justin, you're number 5.
Okay, so I don't know if this was actually announced during the investor meeting or the day after, but I'm counting it. Guys, we're getting a Rescue Rangers movie.
Yep.
A live action?
It's going to be a mix of live action and animation. And Chip is being played by John Mulaney. And Dale is being played by Andy Samberg.
I'm so pumped to see.
I don't know either one of them is.
Good
Who
Lord.
are those?
They're funny people.
What have they played?
Andy Samberg. What was the Adam Sandler movie he was in?
Oh shoot.
That's My Boy.
Yep.
And he's also in that cop
Hot
show.
Rod.
Yeah, Lonely Island. He's freaking hilarious. He's a funny Jew.
Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the best.
Is he the guy that played in Hot Rod?
Yeah.
He is Hot Rod.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I know who that is. Okay. He is Hot Rod.
Dale.
Okay. All you had to do was say Hot Rod. Like, oh, he was Rod. Okay, Rod Kimball, Hot Rod. Okay. My name's Rod, and I like to party. You two don't party. I'm the only one here that parties. I actually sent a gift to our group chat earlier today from the movie Hot Rod, where he's high-fiving the piss out of both of them.
Good Lord. All right, Dustin. I'll go number 4. Hayden Christensen coming back as Darth Vader. I'm so pumped for it, but I'm very nervous at the same time. But
you're starting number 4.
And then I'm nervous at the same
What
time.
is he coming? How's he coming back as Darth Vader?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure.
I thought Darth Vader was dead.
Yep.
The story's going to be set with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Wait, they're doing another movie with Obi-Wan too?
It's a series.
Okay.
It's going to be
you did not say any of this.
Well, I'm sorry. Most people knew. Like, if you
okay, so we're just going to assume every person watching this video on the planet knows exactly what we're talking about, and just going to dismiss anyone who might not have seen it. Okay, I just want to make sure I know where we're at.
If they were one of the 705 people that have watched my video from earlier this week, you would know.
I was one of them, and I didn't know.
Well, that's because you heard Space Wars and you just tuned out.
Yeah, some of us just watch it so you get the views, and not because we actually care what you're saying.
That was a really well done video. I was very proud of it. I was proud of all 3 reaction videos I put up afterwards. hoping one might hit viral. But no, YouTube says, hey, if you do anything different, screw you.
Yeah. What is considered viral?
700 views.
Oh, well, I had one do that times 2. Just saying.
Go ahead, Justin.
Number 4.
My number 4, I'm sure it's going to get brought up again at some point. I really dug the What If trailer.
Austin was all for that. He mentioned earlier about how much he loved it.
Yeah, I'm all in on it. I had to look up who the voice of the Watcher was, and once I saw who it was, I'm like, oh, that's Felix Leiter from the most recent James Bond movies.
Yep, Dustin, your number 4.
James Bond movie.
What was your 4th favorite thing, Dustin?
What if?
You're not into this at all, are you?
No, that's exactly what it was.
Okay. You just seemed enthused outrageously. All right, my number 3.
I don't know anything about any of this, so I mean, I can roll out.
It's fine, dude.
I'm
Don't-
dampening your party.
The one thing I want to add.
Go ahead.
The one thing I'd like to add to the What If series is that it's all of the original characters, voice actors. So it's like Chris Evans as Captain America, Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther. Like that, it's probably his last role.
How about Howard the Duck showing up in the Black Panther one
Yep, Howard the Duck is there.
with Black Panther?
Black Panther, who is Star-Lord.
And who they are not recasting. They're not recasting T'Challa.
Glad I got those
feel
Shuri
about that?
books. Glad I got those Shuri books.
My personal opinion is how do you recast? You can't recast.
Yeah. Like ever or just a few years from now?
Okay. You can't recast someone as T'Challa, but someone else could get the mantle of Black Panther.
No, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying like 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 50 years from now, still no T'Challa allowed back in movies?
No, I mean for this incarnation of the MCU.
Okay.
Like in 25 years when we reboot this and we all start over at phase 1 again, then yes.
Okay.
I still think they should figure out a way to bring back Michael B. Jordan
100%.
and make him the new Black Panther.
Oh, he will be in the reboot. I'm sorry. I'm making a joke saying that when they reboot all of these movies, they can make him the Black Panther then.
No, I'm talking about bring Killmonger back. And
No, I know. Sorry. It was a bad joke.
I was confused.
no, I think I just suck tonight. It's probably me, dude.
Just don't get in your feelings tonight, Dustin.
I'm not.
They have
Look, you're about to piss me off if you go down this road, but
See,
I'm fine
he's-
right now.
He's in his feelings. Just smile and move on. All right, my number 3. Oh no, Justin goes number 3.
So my number 3, which we can talk about a little bit more, is Hayden Christensen as coming back as Darth Vader for the Obi-Wan series.
Go ahead. What are your thoughts and beliefs and opinions and all that good stuff?
So I don't think they would bring him back just to put on a suit of armor and cover his face.
No, not at all. Not happening.
Right. So there's going to be some scenes where maybe it's flashback scenes, maybe they talk to each other through the Force. I don't know, but you don't bring that name actor back to play this role just to cover him up the whole time.
Do you think he'll get the Mando treatment where like somebody else plays Darth Vader and then he just voices?
No, because it's not even his voice as Darth Vader.
Oh, I was about, yeah. So, okay, forget Mando treatment, the original Darth Vader treatment.
Yeah, like, yeah. I'm really interested in hearing that story and
Whoa! What?
So they didn't recast Buzz Lightyear. They're doing a prequel story called Lightyear which the movie is based upon the original character who was the inspiration for the toys. And the character is being voiced by Chris Evans.
That's interesting.
Why not Tim Allen though?
Because I think Tim Allen was just like the toy voice.
Yeah, this is a different concept. This is going to be like a live action about.
Well, I think it's going to be another Pixar animated movie.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. If that makes sense when I say toy voice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if they just decided, like, oh, we don't want Tim Allen to be in our movies anymore, and not and recast Buzz Lightyear, like, F you Disney.
Well, it could have been Tim Allen maybe not wanting it, but I think they are trying to differentiate the character.
I do not think Tim Allen would want to give up the character he made famous. Come on. It'd be like Tim Allen saying, nah, I know you guys want to reboot Home Improvement, but I don't think I'm going to take on the Toolman Taylor anymore.
Can we just
We'll let somebody else do it.
haircut? I mean, that is some glorious hair. Can we put green in it next week for Christmas?
Maybe we can grab some garland from the tree and wrap it around there.
That's cool. Hey, real quick. So your stuff is being shipped, and I put some Christmas smelling.
Oh, my stuff's supposed to be here tomorrow, right?
Yes, it's supposed to be.
If
Nick, yours is supposed to be here on Tuesday, by the way.
Hey,
I'm
there.
peeking. Oh, I'm peeking.
That's fine. You can peek.
I'm not. I refuse. But I put some Christmas smelling essential oil on the box or inside the box.
Whoa.
It was going to smell like Christmas.
You didn't order oil from the BBTS, did you?
No.
It's not BBTS oil, is it? Because
yeah, BBTS oil smells like plastic. Like that NECA plastic.
Oh my God. But anyways, it like infused with the cardboard. So if it doesn't smell good like Christmas, because it did not smell good.
Get him like you didn't go to BBTS and get him an 18-inch NECA to rub down with oil, did you? Like, holy crap.
Hey, listen, what I do on my off time is my business.
I guess so, man. If you're trying to oil up an 18-inch NECA and play with it, I mean,
that's wrong. All right, so back to Darth Vader and Hayden Christensen.
Oh,
what was your thoughts on his original character? I thought he was very whiny.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame him for the script that he was given or the direction he was pointed in by the director.
very whiny, like Luke Skywalker.
You shut your whore mouth.
I mean, Luke was very whiny in episode 4, but I think episode 5.
It's after 12 o'clock, right? Like
The seagull hit me in the knee. Hey guys, real quick, I'm on the Wednesday Pool List Discord server. A great group of guys, and I actually been chatting it up with them for like the last week and a half. I think somehow we should make that our official Discord server, so we don't have to set up our own. Just you go join theirs, and we'll talk to you on there. But we were talking about that, and then I shared the link to the video, Dustin, that we talked about last week.
Seagulls.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, that's like 50 years old, but it's still hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Like, it's been around for a long time, but it's hilarious. But
are we gonna watch that after this ends?
I think so.
Like Luke Skywalker,
I think we got to.
Is 100% a whole. It's after 12, but I'm not gonna say, huh?
How? I disagree with you that
He is a whole bitch.
5 and 6.
Yes,
he's whiny in 4, but not 5 and 6.
And then old man Luke, he ain't shit. Just saying. It's back there. All right, let's keep the list going. Number 3. Is it my turn?
Sure.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I'm excited for that one.
Wait, that was your number 5.
It's also my number 3.
He is making crap up so hard right now.
No, this was all premeditated. When me recommended that we do this list.
I'm excited for Moana as my number 3.
For real, so is my wife.
My little girl is gonna be so pumped.
What'd you say, Dustin?
Oh, she won.
Oh no, it's going to be an animated series on Disney Plus,
Yep.
Oh,
along with
I did not have a
Baymax.
daughter.
I mean, I watch a lot of Coco Melon. I don't recommend you start that.
Let me tell you what we've been watching in my house every night when Daddy finally does get home. We are going back in, and we started at the night after WrestleMania 14, and we have been watching Raw is War over every each week at a time, and my kid is loving that. So that's you guys enjoy Moana though.
I enjoyed the movie Moana, so that's fine. I thought it was a good movie.
Can't beat 90s Raw. Come on, man.
Listen, if my kid wants to watch Moana, I will watch Moana.
Yeah, I my kids watch some. Just don't let your kid ever learn about Blippi or Ryan's World. If you ever hear those names, shoot the TV.
I mean, it's bad enough with Coco Melon.
I know none of this Coco Melon, but if they are in the same category as Blippi and Ryan's World, it is a torturous hell.
Right on.
I feel you.
All right, my number 3 for real is Ahsoka. I'm so excited for that.
More Space Wars.
Yeah, I really like that character.
Side note: have you watched the latest episode?
No, I've yet to get the chance to sit down and watch it.
Okay, this isn't related. Well, it's kind of related, but it's not spoilery. Do you think she's going to show up in the last episode?
What?
Do you think Ahsoka is going to show up in the season finale?
I truly hope so. They've got to do more than one episode with her. To sell it, they have to. There has to be. I don't know, because she's going out looking for Thrawn, and that's kind of how it ended, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what it is.
Absolutely. That's what that show is. Absolutely, that's what that show is.
Why are you not a fan of Rosario Dawson? I thought she did a very good job. What did you think, Justin? Be honest. Don't worry about hurting my feelings.
Of her
as Ahsoka.
I loved it. I thought she was fantastic. I thought it translated very well from a CGI character to a live action.
Elaborate, Nick, because I'm very interested to know your reasoning. And I don't know anything about her personal life or her personal beliefs. So, and I'm a big even if I don't agree with somebody on a personal level or what they truly believe in, I can separate that from their artwork. You know what I mean? So if that's why I'm curious, but I am curious. I've seen it, I don't want to say 50-50, but I have seen a lot of people say they weren't a fan of her as Ahsoka, which is, I don't know. I thought she did good. I didn't like her so much in Daredevil. Or what was it? Was she in Daredevil?
Yeah, she was Night Nurse.
Yeah, that's right. So, but yeah, I'm excited about it, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
What was your number 2?
My number 2, Rogue Squadron.
Yeah. So where do we think they're going with it? I mean, do we think it's going to be based on that comic series run? Do you think they're going to take some liberty? What do you think?
So I think the big thing we need to figure out first is when is this taking place within the timeline? Is it going to be right after Return of the Jedi, or is it going to take place during the original trilogy or the sequel trilogy?
Hold on.
I know we're getting some Inception here.
I trying to figure out what the heck was happening. I didn't realize that. But yeah, and I think that's a very amazing thing with Star Wars. I'm so over ads. Sorry, guys. Star Wars has such a mass universe. They could literally just plop a story in anywhere. Like with the Bad Batch, you side story plop in, and it'll be a great storyline. You know. So I'm very, very excited about that stuff, man. That's why I love Star Wars.
Yeah, so the original Rogue Squadron story focuses on Wedge Antilles, and his group of X-wing pilots that they're basically just badasses. Like he eventually trains them to be like I don't want to say like Navy SEALs, but they purposely have to be able to perform well in an X-wing as well as like espionage and combat training. So
yeah, what do you think? So we're at 2, and I know what your number 1 is. So what do you think about the Bad Batch? While we're talking similarly,
first off, do you know when it's supposed to come out? I didn't get that.
I don't think they had an exact release date. Although there was, let me see real quick.
That's good because I want to go through and watch all of Clone Wars before I watch the Bad Batch.
And that's going to be tough, man, because that's a long series, isn't it?
7 seasons, I think.
When we had Ellie, I typed in Bad Batch release date and it pulled up the Jason Momoa movie.
Can I just say I had to do a double take when I did see that on one of those layout things? Because I swear to you, on everything holy, I'm scrolling through and I thought I saw Bad Bitch, and I was like, Disney, what are you doing, bro? That is exactly what I thought. I had to go back and look. I was like, wow, okay.
So do you know what the story of the Bad Batch is?
It's basically like what, 5 or 6 like really BA clone troopers.
I think so. But basically, their inhibitor chips don't work.
Oh,
so if they had received Order 66, they wouldn't have followed it because the chip wouldn't have told them to do so.
interesting. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Yeah, and it does. I'm reading and it says exactly following the successful 7th season of the Clone Wars. My book fell over there. Set for 2021, and that's it.
Okay, so I have to watch 7 seasons of Clone Wars before I watch this.
Now, whenever we had Ellie, I tried to sit down and watch it, man, and I just kept falling asleep. I think it was partially because, we had a brand new kid and I was tired, but
I think I've watched I binged like 7 episodes one night, and I like how those first 7 episodes there's an overall story arc.
Yeah.
That's connecting all of the episodes instead of just a villain of the week type thing.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Now, what do you think about the animation style there? Because that threw me off a little bit, man.
I think we have to remember that it was made when.
Yeah.
I think we should compare season 7, which just came out, to season 1 to see the real difference between the two. But yes, I mean, it is a very animated style.
Yeah, it's almost like a weird 3D anime, like an odd 3D animation style.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
So I don't know. Oh my God, Southern Comic Geek sent you an eggplant, Dustin. Hey, speaking of messages, Justin, did you get a hold of a certain somebody about some X-Men or no?
No, I haven't.
Did you try and just reject it, or? Nope,
I didn't even try.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know if you need anything. All right, so my number 2. I'm torn here because I don't think it's going to be as like good of a thing as you guys, but is Owen Wilson in Loki?
Really? You can do the same thing I did?
Is that really what you put?
No, but you already said that.
No, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Did I really? No, I think we just talked about it earlier.
Justin?
Yeah, you totally had it as your number 5.
That's what I thought.
I don't remember that.
I honestly didn't know if you were doing a bit or if you legitimately didn't.
Maybe I'm just having a weird time, man. And I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't write this down because we weren't doing like a argument afterwards. So I was just kind of going off the top of my head. But that just tells you how excited I am about Owen listening as a member of Loki. Can we talk about the TVA real quick?
Talk about what?
The TVA.
Oh yeah.
So, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about it. Do you know much about the TVA?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then that ends the conversation, I guess, because I was hoping to be educated.
No, I just
didn't ask
assumed
me.
that it's-
Dustin, what does TVA stand for?
To be announced.
TVA.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hold on. Let me ask the Google machine.
So I know it's Time Variance Authority.
It's the authority over the time variance.
I'm so freaking pumped about it, man. I really am. Every time I've watched that my own video like 15 times. I've watched me watching it 15 times, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I know nothing about it.
Well, it will be interesting, and if that plays into the other MCU, that may be how they bring in the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I can see that.
That may happen. Hey, what are Armor Wars? What do you know about Armor Wars?
Isn't that is that the classic Iron Man story where he goes to war? Like is that the Justin Hammer story? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it either.
It runs together.
I hated the actor that played Justin Hammer, so I hope he never gets to come back in another movie.
Do you know they almost cast him to play Tony Stark?
That would have been awful. Now, I am super excited about Secret Invasion because Samuel L. Jackson is going to be coming back.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Honestly, though, I'm not real sure. Like, what would be? Oh, number 2, the Christmas specials.
That's
The-
fine. I
Oh.
can. I'm interested in seeing what the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special is like.
Like, I think Chris Pratt's going to do an all. I hope they like totally Parks and Rec it, man.
Parks and Rec, but only Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm in for that.
I think because they're the goofballs of space, kind of like Parks and Rec is the off-brand of government.
I
You know what
mean,
I mean?
if they do that, if they could find a way to bring in Ron Swanson
Oh my god,
to play someone,
who would fan cast? Who would Ron Swanson be?
like within the entire Marvel universe.
Yeah, he would have to be a watcher.
No, he's. I would like to see him as J. Jonah Jameson.
Ooh, that would work. That would work really well.
Who else could Ron Swanson be? I don't know.
Dustin, you whole ass everything, man.
What?
You got a whole ass everything.
Okay.
You've never seen the show.
No.
I do want bacon now.
You should always want bacon.
I have 2 packs of bacon in my fridge. Don't think I will. All right, Dustin, what was your number 2 most exciting thing?
What was my number 3?
It was Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Okay, what if?
That was your number 4.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm not taking him seriously anymore. Justin,
My number 2 was Rogue Squadron.
again.
Well, no,
That's right.
I already said it.
All right. What are your thoughts on Patty Jenkins directing that?
I mean, has she let us down yet?
We haven't seen the new Wonder Woman yet.
Okay, that's fair. But
And I'll be honest, I didn't like the way Wonder Woman ended the last time. The freaking bad guy turned out to be like the old dude. Like, I thought that was stupid.
I mean, it was a bit predictable, but
But the movie as a whole was good.
yeah, Absolutely. If you
Now-
didn't want to like get up and fight people during the trench scene,
Yeah.
then you have no feelings as a human being.
So, thought: what if Wonder Woman wasn't good because of Patty Jenkins? It was good because of Gal Gadot.
I never considered that possibility.
We're not getting Gal Gadot in Rogue Squadron.
You don't know that yet. This is Disney. They got money.
Dude, if Owen Wilson's in the MCU, anything is possible. Please just let Vince Vaughn show up somewhere. I swear to God, if Vince Vaughn shows up in Loki, my life will be forever made. I want Vince Vaughn to be who's the Russian metal guy? What's his name again? It's late.
Omega Red?
No, the Russian metal guy. He's like
Colossus?
yes. Vince Vaughn is Colossus. Oh my God. That's it. We need it to happen. Needs to happen.
I don't
But
know.
like don't even have the Russian accent, just like Vince Vaughn, like body painted metal.
No, it has to be Vince Vaughn doing a Russian accent. Like him attempting to do a Russian accent.
And then they go hit up all the cosmic weddings and it's just a grand old time. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so what if for sure. I'm telling you, those two, like I want a movie with those two and Owen Wilson. And remember, guys, in Feige we trust, but in Favreau we believe. That's my new saying. Did you hear it? My
Yeah,
video?
and I had the same reaction. Like, that's so corny.
I know, but it was raw. What happened? All right, no, because Jenkins stood up to Snyder's best, man. He movie, not his. It may not show up on screen, but her set management of that movie happened on Snyderverse. I thought she didn't like Joss Whedon's version, not Snyder.
Well, I'm sure Snyder had very specific things that he wanted her to do
Yeah.
to have Wonder Woman fit more in line with his vision for the DC universe. And she was just like, no.
I'll be honest. I didn't mind Wonder Woman's version in Justice League. I thought she was pretty cool. What'd you think?
I've never seen Justice League, so.
I mean, I know it wasn't an ideal movie, but I mean, come on.
I mean, so I saw Superman. I saw Man of Steel and was just like, nope, I'm done.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Have you seen Solo yet?
No, it's on my list though.
I would love, like, when you watch it, I really do want to talk to you about it. Like, let me know when you're watching it, and I'll rewatch it, and we should have a conversation.
That's fine. Like, I'm not avoiding it, and I just need to find like 2 hours on a Friday or a Sunday or something.
A Saturday. I thought you were going to say on a Saturday.
I was going to say a Saturday, but then I realized that I am scheduled for things on a Saturday.
Look, as always, man, you know, you do what you need to do with life.
So should I bump Solo up to like number 2?
What's number 1?
What is number 1? I have to go back and look at that picture.
Clone Wars?
No, number 1 is something like, I don't even remember. Was that a text or was that the Twitter chat?
I have no clue. No clue. All right. All right. What's the number 1 thing you're most excited for?
Why The Last Man?
Dustin just completely left again.
Explosive diarrhea.
Is that what he said?
No, I just assumed that's why I left.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking for that picture. For those of you who don't know, I like to joke around with my wife, and I once made a list, or she made a list of the 10 things in life that she thinks I love more than her.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And so like it was just completely random stuff on there, like burritos and 3D Doritos and
3D
Xbox and I forget some of the other stuff that was on there, but she actually wrote it down on the top 10 list notepad that Nick sent us, and I took a picture of it and sent it to both Nick and Dustin, but I can't remember what was on it.
I'm about to
or where I
find
sent that
it.
picture.
I'm gonna find it real quick. Give me a second.
So, yeah, number one for me, Why the Last Man. Really looking forward to that series. I hope they don't screw it up. That is my all-time favorite comic book series.
Do we know anything about the casting or release date or anything?
We do know the casting. We have a list of the people that are in it. Obviously, you can tell by looking at the list who's going to be playing Y, since it's the only male on the list. But I think that I think it's safe to assume who some people are playing, but I don't think we've heard anything for sure yet.
And Brian K. Vaughan's pretty heavily attached to it, right? So he's not going to let it screwed up.
Yep.
All right. Justin's favorite things. You mind if I read this out loud?
Start at number 10.
He dies in crossover.
Number 10, Liz.
Oh, so she ranked herself number 10. Good for her.
9, 3D Doritos.
Oh, I miss 3D Doritos.
How does anybody like 3D Doritos? Blows my mind.
You didn't like 3D
Doritos.
What's up? Where the beans? Little Bean, Prince Bean. 3D Doritos were good. Number 8, Twitter.
Oh, I do enjoy Twitter.
Number 7, Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I do love my Nintendo Switch.
6, Fantasy Football.
Oh, I am pretty good at fantasy football.
Number 5, Chipotle Burritos.
Listen, can I tell you guys a story about how much I love Chipotle?
Yeah.
So way back when Chipotle was getting bad press, they came out with this program, like the rewards program, right? So it was like, hey, if you eat 5 burritos in a month, we'll give you a free burrito. That was like tier 1, right?
Yeah.
And then they were like, hey, if you eat 10 burritos in 1 month, we'll give you a second burrito. And they were like, hey, if you eat 15 burritos in a month, we'll give you a third free burrito. And here's the thing. If you can do that 3 months in a row, we'll give you a free catered party up to $200. And I went, whoa, time out here. You're telling me if I eat 45 burritos in 3 months, I will get a free catered meal from Chipotle? Game on. And that's the reason why I gained so much weight.
Did you do it?
Oh, I totally did it.
How was the catered meal?
It was the most glorious thing I've ever done before. I've never had a more proud accomplishment in my life than I did from that.
So how did it go? Was it just you and Gwen and Liz just sitting there with 85 burritos?
No, it was me. It was basically me and my brothers at my mom's house.
That's cool.
And I was just like, hey guys, all these free burritos you're eating, yeah, never forget.
But the
Burrito
cost of that, so
What's
like,
that?
we'll say $7 per burrito minimum times 45. Okay, that's like minimum. Okay, do you like over $300 on burritos? I love that.
Well, like the 6th burrito and the 11th burrito and the 16th burrito were free.
Okay, so we'll take 4 out. We'll take $28.
No, take out. You have to take out like 9 burritos.
Okay, 9 burritos. So $45.
You did it 3 burritos a month for 3 months.
Yeah, you have to take out like 9 burritos.
I tried Chipotle and my wife loves it, but I'm like, I'd rather eat Taco Bell.
You hurt me. Let's see if I can find this picture. Okay, yeah, keep going with the list.
All right. What was my number 1?
No, I'm sorry. I thought you meant I thought you meant my Liz's list.
All right. Number 4 was hockey.
Oh,
Number 3 are comics,
yeah.
specifically the letters of comics. Number 2 is Gwen. Number 1 is Kirby.
Oh, I do love my dog.
Damn, the dog goes before the kid. You know what? One day that kid is going to grow up and do and say mean things to you, and that dog will never, ever do that. So I can understand that.
Yep. I can't find this burrito picture party. Makes me sad.
That does suck.
So Nick, what was your number one? Because I'm getting to where I'm about to have to roll out, man.
Yeah, my kid's coughing pretty hard, so I'll probably need to go in there and check on her. You go with your number one first.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I hate you so much.
Those two things I cared about. I don't know if you guys picked up on that.
Yes, I did.
I'm trying to remember what everything was.
Oh man, I really want to show everybody this picture, but I don't want to do that to my wife.
Probably for the best.
I mean, I'll show you guys backstage later, but
Let's see. We are getting we didn't mention this, but Riri's getting her own thing. Oh, duh, Fantastic Four, number one, obviously. Fantastic Four. So good. It's gonna be amazing. So good.
If we get
I hope
Submariner.
so. I hope it is good.
I'd
I'll be
rather see
sad.
Ghost Rider.
I'm very excited about this. Welcome to the Comic Book Babble-on ASMR. We're gonna open up some comic books here in a minute.
Let me tell you.
Oh, I'm so glad we're done.
Well, we didn't end it.
I was hoping I could trick one of you.
No.
No, anytime I wonder if we're still live or not, I just look up in the upper left-hand corner to be sure.
So you guys
All
don't.
right. So what was your number one, Justin? Let's cap it off.
We already did. Why
My
the
number
Last
one was the Why the Last Man.
Okay. So everybody's got their number one out?
Yep.
All right.
Oh my god, guys, we are gonna call it a night. The chat's kind of going crazy and not working appropriately because of YouTube, but we do truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being the best part of Two Brothers Comics. Please post on Instagram for the giveaway. That would be huge. And as always, grow your hair out like Justin. Oh my god, he's got a poop vein in his forehead.
I do.
Thanks, B. Ramey. Hey, y'all go check out his Instagram. He's selling mystery boxes. And as always, collect your way.